Be careful how you treat me. You ain't gonna meet a me every day. Anybody who had me and lost me regrets me to this day because they can't find another me. I am not run of the mill. You ain't gonna just get this close to a me. You ought to be glad you sitting next to me, that you even got my phone number. Do you know how many people I blocked, I unfollowed, that I ghosted, and I still let you close?
I'm not the bigger person. Leave me alone, I go too far. When somebody does me wrong, I'll catch a case. Beyond the first 48, I know I'm petty, but I can't walk away. Oh, you be safe if you don't play in my face. Don't wanna end up on the first 48, first 48.
Hey guys, hey, please like this video on your way. And after the now let's stop. Now let's stop yelling. Child, this girl. Anyway, like I was saying, hey guys, please like this video on your way in or out the door. Shout out to the Venture Replay Gang. So what up, guys? What up? Sorry, I'm late to everything. I'm trying to roll into this. Okay. Okay, so it's been up today. Was an interesting day. I was just over there and Lemon Clouds, just so stupid. I just but you know one thing I do want to say about that before I forget. I told Envy, who was also pathetic, like he like I don't know. But anyway, I told Envy the other day on his platform when he was playing dumb, but now I see he's not playing dumb, he's just kissing ass. So that's why they really should have took my suggestion and added the output to that council. What up, so fly boo? So I told when MB was making all those excuses or playing dumb, like, but nobody plays dumb better than Lolo, but her mask is being torn the fuck off, and I love that. What up, El Bloom? New York City sis. So I told MB the other day, I said, you know what? I see that Lolo is trying to use me as a deflection because she's a weak bitch and she think I'm an easy target, which is weird. Now, I know she know. Let me not say that. I don't think she think I'm an easy target. I think she felt because I say what I want to say at any given time to any fucking body who try me or try it. She figured, she gonna have enough haters that's gonna go with my bullshit, and they wasn't. What up, Miss Kept Secret Boo? So yeah, she felt like they was gonna go along with her lies. Cause I could see she was just lying, straight up lying on me, being very manipulative. I'm getting tongue tied. You know what I'm trying to say? Trying to, pull people. She was crying and 88 and them about me as if they was gonna do shit. Everybody sat there on mute. Everywhere she went looking for help, she got none. That's why I made the especially drag her when Lemon was on the panel. But anyway, so anyway, I told Envy, I said, listen, this is, I could think about it like this, because remember when the Kang, what up, Heedy? Remember when the Kang and Queen Leo did that live with that weird dick lip bitch? And I was mad at the King. I was like, wasn't that mad, but I was just like, I felt like disappointed. I'm like, why would you do that? Why are you and Leo doing that? It didn't make sense to me. Remember, I think I went live with me and Heedy. I think yeah, Heedy was on the link and we discussed it a little bit. And I told Ibby that day, I said, listen, I think they should, Nyla, stop. She in there cutting up, y'all. So I said, Ibby, you know what? I'm going to show people the same grace that was shown to me. Nyla, stop. Leave that alone. Go back to bed. See you later. You need me help with your thing? Hold on, let me see if I show one. Cause she's on her Nintendo Switch. Yeah. Oh, it's working. Lay down. Here you go. Yeah, pick one. Pick one. Yeah, she got to get used to working that Twitch. Vibrant Love, what up, boo? So I told Envy, I said, you know what? They didn't pay me no mind. They didn't respond to it. I think the King said, that's back. That's before he just cut us off completely. I think the King was like, well, he said, don't put all your faith in me. I'm only human. Shit, it is what it is. But now that it came out, I told Envy, I said, Lolo is a liar. She's manipulative. This is all a game. She playing. Goodbye. Goodbye. So I said, but she playing in everybody's face and she's a liar. So just like they gave me the opportunity to see for myself, I'm going to let everybody see for themselves. And sure enough, I don't even think it's been 2 weeks. Everybody, so many people, Ghetto, Pizza, Dr. Creole today, that guy Jazz B, well, Lemon's whole entire chat today, they was calling her such a liar for the lies that she told. And it's so obvious what her motivation is. Like Queen 88 was sharing posts, laughing at this bitch about her kissing ass. What up, Kalia Boo? I see you just now. My bad, I wasn't looking at the chat. Yes, I see you, Boo. Nobody would ever block you. Please. What up, Lady Dimples? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. It wasn't a dress, Lady Dimples. It was a skirt and a halter top, like a bodysuit. It looked like that, right? That was the look I was going for. This girl, she just like, yeah, she crack it up every single time we get a lot. But yeah, Lolo done exposed herself to be a liar. Oh, look how she responded to Dr. Creole. All these people that's been supporting her for years, she can't be bothered. I'm only one person, so you got to sit in Lemon panel for hours and get disrespected every night. You can't take a break. Do you think Lemon would care? Really? Unless he needs somebody to share the screen. Like, you okay if you miss a night? You don't share the screen every night. Oh yeah, it's a long skirt. It's real nice. Very forgiving. Yeah, Lolo is very embarrassing. Lila, stop. She already try to get on loud to start this. But I already know she's not going to go to bed. So Bonnie's back to come back out here. But it's a lot of picking and choosing going on. But now y'all getting to see how weak these people are, how much they like to project on you when it's really them. Like she's talking about, I'm talking about her kids. Bitch, wasn't you sharing everybody out talking shit about my fucking daughter? You talking about, I'm showing your kids, like you guys, fuck them ugly ass, dusty ass adults you got. Your kids don't respect you. That's why you out here begging for $40 and $50 every other month to cover your rent. And you got all these adult ass kids. Girl, bye. Hold on. Now to get down. Girl, that's back to that. Bye-bye. Get down. Get out. Let's go. Hold on. Let me put her back in the room. Public service announcement, you guys. Hold on. I found some cute little clips. Let me pick one that's kind of.
My baby gonna be a genius. And my daughter's so damn pretty, she just bougie for no reason. She know who her mommy is, she know she poppin' shit. And her father knew the same thing, he know he hit her.
That was the wrong one. Hold on.
How you doing, baby? I wrote you a little something called Rockabye Baby, cause you my rock and you my baby. I hope you like it. Rockabye Baby on the treetop. You say we done, but I say we not, bitch. You break up with me, I'm gonna break up your jaw. You gonna call me your baby, or you better call the law, bitch. Rockabye Baby on the treetop. If you talk to somebody, your ass better stop. Cause you gonna see your window break and then a brick fall. Cause we having babies. Get and all, bitch.
Remind you of Lemon Land. What up, sophisticated Brad? That's the love energy they be having over there on Lemon Land. I swear to God, I do not get it. Thank you. Yeah, because everybody, let me tell you the thing behind my picture, because I noticed everybody's getting dressed up to go to these fast food restaurants. And I was like, shit, the fuck? I didn't know that was a thing. So I got so much clothes and I got so much clothes. Let us get dressed up and go to fucking McDonald's. And everything was going fine. We was eating our fries, but she was acting up a little bit on the line, but she does that sometimes because, you know, she don't like waiting because she got to wait for the fries. Because I always tell them no salt, because if not, that's the best way to avoid like lukewarm fry. I like hot fries. But anyway, so I know the fries is going to be a minute. So sometimes she has impatience. I wanted us to make a little clip, but, you know, that wasn't working. Then we was like, fine. So I got the food and we sitting down. And she eating, then out of nowhere, she just starts spazzing out. I'm like, oh my God, she's going ham, trying to throw the food all over, trying to throw drinks, just bugging out. Good thing it was nobody sitting around us, because when we got there, it was like a thunderstorm came right as soon as we got into McDonald's. So finally, this lady came up to her and she was telling her this story, and that made her calm down. And everybody's like, yes, you look too cute to be crying, this. And then the guy that was cleaning up, and he was like, yeah. It took a team effort, and you need to be nice to your mom. You want a free McFlurry? You want a McFlurry? And then she looked, and the ladies were like, just give it to her, because she, you know, she ain't got to, you know. And he's like, what kind? So I was like, Oreo. So, yeah, she really was happy when he brought her that. So, yeah, it took the whole McDonald's to get her to calm down and, you know, act right and stuff. After all of that, because it was like a good 5 minutes of trying to calm her down, though. 3 by myself. She's addicted to this fan. Oh yeah, I sent the link to your email. Maybe you didn't get it. I'll post the link. Hold on. I was waiting for you. I was just telling them about my vindication with Lolo. Oh, that was vindication for me. Okay, you should see the link. Go to bed. Bye. Give me that. Give it to me. Go to bed. Bye. Pick one. Let me see. He's back there. Who took the picture? Oh, this guy outside took it for me. It was just me and her. I didn't even know him. Hey, Heedy.
Hey, I didn't get your email because I just got done. Well, actually, I was driving back home, but I was at Dory's for a while, so she wanted to have a conversation about, you know, Nessa's mentality and her psychiatric care or whatever.
Or
What she
like
needs.
thereof. Or like
Yeah,
thereof.
yeah. So all of that. So what do you? I mean, so I have you noticed that none of the OG, like a lot of the OGs, are not going to Sassy's thing?
Oh, nobody's going to that shit except for Tracy. Well, you know, Queen Tracy's always been the nice one. So I guess that goes along. You know, Tracy's consistent, but nobody's
Right.
going. And I think the dream, I haven't got to listen to the lives in full, but I can imagine what they was going to say, what I was originally thinking. But they probably put a really good comedians. I heard some of Deanna's and I was laughing. I read Reed's wall post. But yeah, we don't even know who the fuck she is. Like, how she tried to say she came in B sector through the Wally show, and I was like, "Girl, you a motherfucking liar." I called her outright. I forgot who chat we was in, but she was really mad because she's another narc.
But
Another narc.
I thought that she came from Sir King.
She did, but when people kept saying that he's not B sector because he's not, That's when she started trying to pivot and say Wally. And I was like, girl, no, And there's a bunch of people that be in Wally that, you know what I'm saying? Because Wally been stopped doing B-sector commentary a long time ago. So his crowd been dispersed amongst different people. You know what I'm saying? So once
Right.
she said, they was like, where were you? What, like, what's your name used to be in the chat? And she's like, I used to call. I was like, now I know you lying. You would never call in. You have a distinctive voice. We would have remembered that.
Right. That's like retarded.
Mhm.
I don't I don't know, like I was watching Deanna earlier and I was just laughing, you know what I'm saying? Because she was saying exactly what probably a lot of people are thinking. And I don't know who, like I said, I don't know who thought that that would be a good idea for having her as some sort of host when people don't really respect her. And then,
It
yeah, she
was
does.
her.
No.
Okay, hold on. Before you go any further, I need you to know the person that made that suggestion was her. She has a bunch of troll pages. She's 5150, but proceed.
Oh, she made the suggestion.
She made the suggestion and pretending like it was somebody else. That bitch is weird. She's off her rocker. But proceed. Who nobody even know who that page is. That page came out of nowhere tagging everybody.
And then, but it was just like my thing was like, why are you gonna have? Why would you? This isn't about who you like, because I know you like certain people uppity, but a town hall meeting, I was thinking that it was going to consist of people that are in the beef sector. Why is she trying to incorporate people who are not in the beef sector? See, that's where you kind of lose me at and things like that.
But
Why
she's
would you?
not beef sector. By those definitions, she's not. That's what I think that's the main problem people are mad at. But who was the people that she was trying to include?
Well, I think she wanted like the Umar people to be over there and stuff like that. And like, you're already losing respect right there because the OGs are saying that they barely know you. So if they barely know you, why would you have even more people that they don't even know and they don't not even familiar with, and they don't care about. And then they're not even beef sector. This was a town hall meeting for specifically for the beef sector. So the idiots that are like, talking about, oh well, this is no, they from a whole nother sector. So why would they even be involved in what's going on?
Yeah,
That's where
that's
you
true.
yeah.
That's true. But
Yeah,
I
I
thought
don't want to see Code at a town hall meeting unless he's
she
in the
tagged
chat.
Cole. Oh my God, she
No,
tagged
she
Cole.
she she wanted Shakim. She wanted Cold. She wanted like a lot of like some of the Umar people and stuff like that. And I was like, doesn't that defeat the purpose of a beef sector town hall meeting if you're not gonna have all beef sector people? Like that's why I said I think Sassy's a little slow. And I don't know if it's that Bell's palsy because I seen on ODS's channel, when she had like a picture up and her face was kind of like drooping as if like it was some sort of like stroke or something happened where her like face was drooping a little bit, like kind of like she had Bell's palsy where it's like temporarily droops or whatever for a period of time and stuff like that, like could be weeks, could be months, things like that. So I think it's something like that going on.
No, I don't have a screenshot of it. I didn't even realize. I know I seen a tag from that thing, that page, but I didn't recognize it, so I never even bothered looking. But I don't have a screenshot. But I know my name was tagged, but I didn't even look. I didn't know what it was about until people started talking. That's what made me go back and look. I'm like, oh shit, I was tagged in this shit, but I just didn't even respond.
But before Deanna did that live, like I could tell, like she doesn't even like, she didn't even like Sassy. I could
Yeah,
tell by
no
the way,
shit.
like she would like talk to communicate with her. Like Sassy would want to like talk to her and stuff like that, but she was like not having it or whatever. Because
Right.
I think a lot of people see through her, you know.
Correct. Correct. And it's like people don't even like chat rap, but they still sided with her because of how she did the situation. It was very crass, very
Right.
given fake bougie. You know what I'm saying? Because just the fact that you kept mentioning the price and whining and crying about it and trying to get clout off of fundraising that you like, because the money that was spent, like if you was really that bad, why you couldn't just pull it out your pocket and then making people wait to get their money back, talking about you got to wait for your bank. What? Like
Well,
she just a
that's what that's why I said like her talent, these are two people that want people to think like they got money. I don't know why, but they do not. And we already know Sassy doesn't because we remember her bragging about that $300 meal that she got for chat rep forever. She was bragging about it for days, like that was some money. And I was like, oh, okay, you know. And then we know about talent, and he's taking like millennials to a speakeasy, which is not even expensive. You know, well, it will be expensive to them, but it's not expensive to me. You know, so yeah. Every
Yeah,
time he
well,
tried to like upstage anything that I've ever done, um, he ends up looking stupid.
oh,
But
so
he
you
doesn't
feel
look,
like he was trying to upstage you?
yeah, because when after the Miami thing, he got up on the panel and he was like, "You, that wasn't. Oh, why didn't you go here? Why didn't you go there? And why didn't you do this? And why didn't you do that?" And I was like, first of all, where we were staying at was cost more than those hotels, so you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And on top of that, you didn't even know that the W was a 5-star hotel, and celebrities actually stay at the W. So you know, there's a lot of difference. You know, in the past and things like that or whatever. But I'm like, you don't even know like what you're talking about, and you're trying to like, you know, a 2 or 3 5-star hotels in Florida, and you think you know something, dude. I know where you work. I know what you do for a living. You don't have it like that. So please stop. I just need him to stop. And that's why he can flex and he can act like he has it with broke people like Ness, Intrinsic, uh and Brooke, you know, who goes hours for a Friday's meal, but he can't play. He
Dressed
could
up.
never play that game with me because I'm gonna match that energy and I'm gonna kill it. I'm just gonna
I
top
don't think
everything that he
Tyler would
does.
have met with them, and Brooke was there. To be honest, I don't think he would have met with them because she too much of it was sleazeball. Ness is too, but he still has not seen all of her narc wave. But she just as sleazy as Brooke. But hold on, she said even before they fell out on the trip, she was. And Chat Rap used to allow it because initially that's how we really fell out, to be honest with you. Because she used to try to talk to me like that, and I would catch it every time and clock her. Remember how many times she would come on the panel, same thing with Computer Back, when I have these talks, making it seem like I'm the crazy one. No, bitch, I don't know who you think you're trying to talk to and why, because it ain't happening. Nah. But Chat Rap used to feed into it. That's why the situation with Ghetto, you know, he never even bought her nothing to eat.
Mm, wow.
So
Yeah. Yeah. I seen that. I seen that on Pizarro's platform yesterday. Remember, she was getting upset with me yesterday or whatever. But yeah, I seen that they were playing like Connect Four in Chicago
right.
and what
But I thought
sipping on
somebody in the
drinks.
chat said that they was in Checkers. But let me tell you this, Heedy. Did you see when he made it excuse? Well, if he has something with his daughter, that's fine. But my thing is, if you got something with your daughter and you just like that's like you came to see me in New York City, and something came up, oh, uppity, I gotta go check in on my friend or my family, whatever. Something just came out, my peoples, they know I'm here, they need me. All right, so you go ahead in your business. There's been a couple. I was like, hey, Heedy, you all right? You could easily hit me back like, oh yeah, uppity, my bad. Still a lot going on. I'm gonna get back with you later. And
Right.
that's having some type of respect. You know what I'm saying? And it is from there. Whether if there's something going on, maybe we can't get back that day, maybe the next, whatever. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But just to not even respond back at all was crazy. And she picked him up from the train, get us with my guy, all this me. But did you see that apartment that he showed? Because I thought he said he went to pick his daughter up from college, but I guess she must have had like an off-campus apartment.
No. What was the
Did you see it?
apartment?
Because
No.
he showed it on Piece a lot. Because I wasn't understanding that. Because I thought he said he was there to pick up his daughter from college, and she's supposed to be moving somewhere. So my thing is like, when you get in the truck and you ordered the truck for your daughter, why wouldn't you be there until the truck gets there? Especially if it's coming off your car. That way, in case, cause I don't know. Like I said, I don't rent cars. I don't drive. But I didn't understand his excuse, and it just seemed like bullshit. Yeah, he never even bought her
Right.
nothing to eat.
I feel like he was making excuses for, you know, why he didn't want
Yes,
to like he didn't want to take her anywhere. And I think he planned that
right.
all along. He planned that. Oh, I got something to do, and
Me, for you, my
yeah,
girl.
he planned
Thank
it.
you. Thank you. And people talk, I'm just
Oh
over
wait,
her
Uppity,
place.
you're kind of you're breaking up a little bit. You're breaking.
Oh, let me drop down and come back.
All right.
Go ahead, Heedy, talk. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. But yeah, like he planned that all along with Chat Rep. Like he planned to make up some excuse so he wouldn't take her out to dinner. And Chat Rep is sitting there. I was like, what? Where did the Connect Four situation go in? Because I was in and out of the live, and I was like, how did that even happen? Like,
Oh, that I don't know. I was in and out too. Is
right?
my
Yep.
sound better?
Yeah. No, it's still doing that. It's sounding kind of
My
like
God.
draggy a little bit.
Let me try it again. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Yeah. So, yeah, but that's what ended up happening, and I don't know. I just at the end of the day, like I feel sorry for Chat Rep because I'm like, why are people always letting Chat Rep down? Chat Rep was let down by Sassy. Now she's getting let down by Ghetto. And it's like, when are they going to treat Chat Rep with some dignity, with some respect? That's what I want to know, because she
when
deserves
she
it.
when she does when she does and I don't feel shit for that bitch. She attacked me constantly, was attacking my daughter, or trying to get cookie brownie points with people. That's why that bitch, she deserves everything. But I just wanted to call Ghetto out because he's full of shit, and I like, don't talk that big boy talk. And Talent hit the link and said that Ghetto went and said that Chat Rat was stink.
What?
Yep.
Wait, wait,
Yep.
repeat that. What you say?
Talent went on I think it was YouTube cameras this morning, and he was
Mhm.
like, Ghetto went behind the scenes to some of his frat boys, and he said that that she was stink, and he had no plans on ever meeting back up with her again. That's why he didn't respond to any of her calls or texts, and she was calling him all night.
Wow. Sassy didn't say he. That is messed up, man. Because I didn't hear Sassy say that she had an older man.
Well, that's what Talent said on YouTube cameras.
Wow. But did Ghetto
But
ever
remember, her and Sassy thing was planned. That was experimenting. What up, Deanna? Queen Deanna, what up, boo?
But did Ghetto ever confirm that though? Did he ever confirm?
He didn't deny it, but you know what? I kept missing him. I kept trying to catch this nigga on the link the first time because I was trying to call him out, right? The
Yeah.
first time I think he was on Shasha link, and he kept telling, "Oh, uppity, stop hating." I said, "How am I hating? You already said I rejected you. What is there for me to hate on? I'm not hating. I'm just pointing out facts." I'm like, why? I was asking him in the chat. I think he was on Shasha link, but he didn't stay on much leaks long. And then I was looking around the sector, and he was even writing in people comment section how him and Chat Rat met up, and it's about to be commentary. Like maybe they wouldn't even know him, but he wanted to make sure it was known. So it's like he got her to pick him up from the train station. They was in that hot ass car. What up, Lady Sparkles? But I do
Right.
believe that was planned all along. But like I said, the Sassy thing was planned, so she knew in advance. The Ghetto thing, they just happened to be on a link together, and I'm because I didn't see it from the beginning. So they was on piece of link together. He was like, "I'm in Chicago, you in Chicago, let's link up," type shit. The train is going by my mouth. So hold on, go ahead, you can hear.
Well, yeah. Well, Pizarro, it was hard, because there was like a disconnect like after Pizarro's live, but I was actually in the chat. If she was paying attention, I was in the chat giving suggestions on what restaurant they can go to, because I've been to Chicago hundreds of times. So I knew I know like of places like they could go to. Some of the places weren't open or whatever at around the time that they were out there, but there were places that I suggested that were actually open. She was trying to make it seem as though like I had some type of issue with Chat Rep, and I didn't want Chat Rep to go and have a 5-star meal. The only thing that I said in the chat was, you want all of these requirements and you want all this stuff from Chat Rep, but you're not getting that stuff. You want Chat Rep to get the best of the best, but you don't even have a situation where you're getting 5-star stuff or whatever. So why are you requiring so much of Ghetto to give to like a stranger? Oh, let me break his pockets. When are you going to break your man's pockets? That's the like those are the things like I really would like to know. But he doesn't have anything to break. He doesn't have any money. He doesn't have any funds. And she was mad. She was like, "Oh well, you took Ness out to a 5-star restaurant. How you dragging me? I mean, not 5-star restaurant, 5-star hotel. How is that a drag when you and I took her to a 5-star hotel?" The key word was that we were in a whatever. We were dealing with each other. Ghetto does not know chat rep. Ghetto doesn't know chat rep. So he shouldn't be required, even though I would love for chat rep to have the finer things, but he shouldn't be required to do anything because you
Because
don't
that's what he said he was going to do for me. So they
but
always,
she
it's
doesn't
always
require anything from her man. She doesn't require
like,
5-star stuff from her man.
yeah, but
She
that's
doesn't
how I
even
present myself. Chad Rap is a dusty ass hood rat, stink, floppy titty bitch with no AC in the old ass car. She might trade that in to something more her style, like a lemon. And then, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the car lemons. Like,
well,
yeah,
how
those.
about how about how about Pizarro saying that is there an ocean in Chicago? How about we talk about that? You know what I'm saying? Because this was the girl that was
Yo,
trying to drag me in the chat, but she was asking if there
yeah,
was an
she was
ocean.
getting on my nerves with that situation. I'm trying to bust Ghetto on his live, and she steady screaming at me, want to argue with me. So are you jealous? How am I jealous? You letting us? I said I ain't letting us do shit. It was clear I wasn't going from the get go. I told him that when he initially asked me, and then he the one went around trying to make it content and get clout. And I said, oh no, we're not doing this. And that's when I let it be known. Listen, you need to clear my wish list. Stop talking about this date because it ain't happening until my wish list is cleared. So I heard for shut him the fuck up. You're not gonna get no free promotion on me. Fuck you, pay me. That's the type of time I stay on with these niggas that think they about to use me. But yeah, I was trying to explain that to Pizza. Like even when it was cold on Lee, Cole literally be walking around bragging about only giving you coffee money every other. So I'm bringing that up because Cole was like, yeah. What I was saying
He
when I was like, oh,
he
huh?
only gives her coffee money?
That's what he always said. So I was like, yeah, because he was like, how? I was like, so you done ran again or whatever. So when it come back for season 3, when you try to come back for season 3, I don't know. I said, who you going to try to pick then? And I said, because you have to try to come better with some coffee money this time, because I said, I think it's a reason why y'all only go to certain people pages. And he was like, what do you mean? I said, y'all, I was like, y'all know who to pick. So y'all about to be running out of option. And then he's like, who you talking about? Because you can't count my pockets. I said, I'm not counting your pockets. I'm going by what he said. What up, Summer Breeze, Queen Voodoo? He said that he only give you coffee money. Then she just started yelling and attacking me, and I'm actually trying to help her out. So I don't know why she was getting so defensive. So I was still, because I was so determined to make my point with him, but she's so defensive when you say these certain things. She steady was like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, be quiet. So I was just like, well, you ain't going to nobody's. You don't go to certain. I said, I know y'all don't visit certain people's channels at all. I never see y'all in their chat, and damn sure not hit. Y'all never try to hit their links. And then he was like, what you mean? Who you mean? Who you mean? Name some people. I said, you name some people. I was like, you say you be everywhere. Name the people. Then he was like, well, I be over there. And I think he tried to say Deanna. I said, Deanna? I ain't never seen you in her chat. He said, oh, no. I be in the clouds. I be in the clouds. He said, I tried to drop down in Rick Reeves. He banned me the first time. But that's the only 2 names he said. Then he just stopped. I'm like, nigga, let's not play this game. You know better. You picking these people for a reason. And because he know it's
Right.
true. So I was like, so if you do come back for a season 3, I hope you do right, because the coffee money ain't gonna do it. You're gonna have to. And I said, hopefully they use this like know your power. You're gonna have to pay me to hit your link, share you out. Um, Everything is a different fee. You know what I'm saying? Have a mind. All of that should be different fees. You know, and because the way you gotta be working
Well,
for them instead of people that actually support y'all. So it's like a circle. It's weird, but I'm glad I'm not involved in it.
Pizarro thinks she does things like to make people like feel some type of way. But what she needs to understand is that the only person that's getting played is her. Now, I wanted to ask you with the whole town hall thing. I honestly thought that it should have been, even if all of us, the newer people or whatever, even if we were just to sit it out and have them have the OGs just talk, and guide. the sector if that was possible, or just talk
It's not
and
gonna
give their
happen
opinion.
though.
Wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait.
even know
Or if
what.
they was going to talk and give their opinions, or if they were going to, I would have liked to see that. I mean, with some sort of with the OG that was actually respected. We know that Jay Dunn calls herself an OG, but nobody respects her. They buy her down every chance they get. So she was never up for discussion. But now it's like Sassy from Avatar Nation. These are people are idiots. And then, Trezor, I don't know why he doesn't have it on his platform because it's not like he has a life. It's not like he has a man. We know that. So it's like Trezor has something going on, and we know he's sitting on the couch watching those shows that nobody knows about that he watches like every freaking every chance he gets. He doesn't have anything going on but watching those shows. We know that bingo is a part of his extracurricular activities. So it's like, why are you acting as if you got so much, you're so above this when you had a whole town hall about Pizarro's fake strike? So when people was asking, well, why will we have why do they need a town? Because we discussed that. We discussed that bullshit. So why can't we discuss what's going on currently? Which was more actually more uh I just think it just makes more sense for us to have this discussion, about that, or even the OGs or whatever, because I actually respect the hierarchy. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to hear what they had to say about all this stuff. But then somebody said, "Well, YouTube cameras isn't even beef sector, so why does anybody care?" And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, wash my hands of it."
Hey, CEO Berber, Adrian. But I think the problem is this. Like I just said, they don't. These people do not bother those people. Like it's like they know better. You're not gonna see them over in Demetrius and all of them chats. You're not gonna
Right.
see them trying to hit their links. So it's like, why would they concern themselves, especially during the summer, about a problem that doesn't concern them? Especially because these
Yeah.
people love to sit around and say who's B sector, who's not B sector, who's an OG, or being self calling themselves an OG and stuff like that, that they should know these things already. These things wouldn't be happening if they just kept up certain traditions. You had to be safe, they got a girl. And I think that Sean Brown the King brought up a good point. When he said it's not about not letting new people in, it's about what do they bring into the sector. And a lot of times they bring niggas that's gonna sit there and gaslight them, psychiatrist office, or alone with themselves. But no, they need immediate gratification and they
Your
sell out the
your
sector.
your mic is doing that again.
All right.
It's Yeah, just let me know. But the thing is that the new people, as far as like these certain people, I'm not understanding like certain people's logic, because a lot of these people like are playing other people's content. They're using other people's images and stuff. Like Shakim was on Brianna's link earlier today, and he was talking about talking about how I shut my channel down and all this other stuff. Like, I shut my channel down when nothing's going on and I get bored. I don't shut my channel down because I'm running from anybody. You're the one who's waiting for somebody to confirm to you, because you're afraid of going back and forth with King Roman, because he already buried your ass the last time. You're the one who's fucking, you're the punk. Like, you're the weakling. You're the bitch. That would never be me, because I'll go after anybody. And I've done it plenty of times. Anytime somebody's came at me, I've came after them. I've never been scared of anyone. So that's just a stupid thing that he said. And I'm like, dude, like, you bring nothing to the table because you're using my shit. I had to go over to your channel to ask you, well, actually tell you not to use my stuff. I don't need nothing off of your channel, because I know whatever's on your channel is coming from somebody else's channel that's in the B sector. And then I'll go to their channel and I'll watch whatever it is that's on their platform and stuff like that. See, that's how I do it, because you don't have any originality. You don't bring anything to the table if it doesn't involve a panel, if it doesn't involve you replaying an hour of somebody else's shit. So what exactly, when has he earned, and this is an OG question that I need to ask the OGs. Well, when has he earned any stripes? How did he earn any stripes? The only person I said that, well, a lot of people, like, I'm sure like a lot of people haven't even, they know he's an Umar boy, but I'm just saying he hasn't done anything because he uses everybody else's stuff. And having a panel doesn't mean shit. It's not earning anything because it's not sure, it's not you. You know, just like Lemon, he has a panel. He doesn't put in any work. There's no work being done over there. He's having everybody else do the work. Everybody else sitting on the link talking. Everybody else is doing the work. That's nothing. That's not an accomplishment. That's nothing to be proud about when you have a panel show. That's not work. That's not originality. That's laziness. That's not commentary. That's not content. That's not none of that shit. So I guess people's definition is like, oh well, if you continuously go live, I think you're bringing something. No, that's not bringing anything. A panel is not bringing shit. Panel is lazy. Panel means I don't have nothing to say. Panels means that I don't have any comment. I don't have any content. That's what a panel means. Kind of like Jay Wilson's show, but he can do that because he's an OG. But at the same time, he's he's not really setting an example for the new people, the newer people, or anybody that's coming in or whatever after him, because he's just reused. He's overkilling the Tommy and Castro thing. People are tired of that. He's disgusted people with a shit rag. Nobody gives a fuck about that. And I'm tired of seeing him come on camera with a white tongue. I think that's disgusting. So he needs to scrape that cum off of his tongue, and then maybe people will, and actually brush his teeth, and maybe people will stop saying that his breath is bad. You know what I'm saying? But when he comes live, you can literally see, those really big bags under his eyes. You can literally see that droopy face. And that's something that I would like to get into. The prep stuff. The prep, that stuff is probably eating away at him. And I'll get into that on a portion. But
Pastor
yeah.
is jealous of Tommy and Castro relationship. Pastor been wanting Castro forever. Ever since he seen Castro in his backyard doing those jumping jacks in those gray sweatpants, and that thing was stinging. Pastor been hooked. He was trying to get him up in the mountains on a retreat alone. Pastor is a dick hog. Pastor is, this is Mr. Bring the Lube. And we know Mark ain't trying to fuck on him. And he liked to talk about people's living conditions, but it came out his man was homeless. And he likes to deflect on other people and had this grandiose. But there's a lot, I'm just noticing, it's a lot of people, they be projecting as hell. Like, come on, that's why the last time we did see Mark with him, he was pissing on himself.
Exactly.
He's so fake and phony, and then now that Castro cut him off, he's having narc injury. You know what I'm saying? Narc injury. So the best of the neighbor relationship when you find a mark in an apartment. What the fuck is wrong with him?
And then he always, like, do you notice that anytime he's talking about like doing something like in a sexual manner, he's always like referring to that prep stuff. And I don't think he knows the side effects of that prep stuff. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people be
You talking about the medicine?
yeah, that
right?
medicine, yeah. That
You talking about the medicine?
What'd you say?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was just making sure.
Yeah,
Just
and
that.
like that actually can deteriorate your bone mass. That shit is not like, that's what I'm saying. Like they don't even know what they're putting in their bodies, and they're just popping them like it's like it's candy and shit like that or whatever, just so that they can go up in somebody's butt. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, no, you need to really think about what you're doing. And it's a lot of other side effects. But I was just like, well, that could be why his face is sunken in. That could be why a lot of that stuff is happening. Because remember, he's going on. We saw him go on apps, and he doesn't. And he probably, I'm sure, he still uses it and stuff like that because he don't know who Mark is sleeping with. But
Of course.
look up.
Mark only going around for a bag. Mark don't fuck with him. But go ahead.
Look up the side effects. I mean, when people get a chance, look up the side effects of prep, taking that shit on. I mean, on a continuous basis, and even not even on a continuous basis, but taking that stuff is going to have an effect on your body and stuff like that. Just like they're talking about, the taking the Ozempic stuff or whatever, instead of people doing it the natural way and the right way and shit like that or whatever.
Right,
I would never
exactly.
mess with nothing that causes stomach paralysis and stuff like that or whatever, or anything like that. And that even deteriorates your bone mass and things like that. So, and that's something that you're not able to like get back. So, I'm just looking at Jay Wilson. I'm looking at
And
that's
he's unhealthy.
yeah. He doesn't
He's
look good at
unhealthy.
all.
He's fat and sloppy. And then he eats the cheapest breakfast, processed food that he can't even afford. He can't even afford it. His car declines every fucking time. Like, what type of grown ass man has no shame or an embarrassment? Rather than get his finances together, he has no issues depending on them old ladies in his chat. Like, he's pathetic. But yet he can't get Mark to buy him a motherfucking coffee or stay the night and cuddle after sex. Like, he does too much and he talks too much fucking shit. He's bitch ass nigga. He need to get a real job and stop talking about the degrees if he can't use them.
Exactly. And then there's some fabrications going on, like even with his degrees and all that other stuff. And it's like, man, he
Yeah,
just
I mean,
really wants people to think that he's smart and he's got this and he's got that. And it's like, man, just he's not even he's living above his means, and he's trying to hang on to what he's got. So I mean, and like I said, I'm asking, where is Mark? Where is Mark? Why are you struggling?
yeah, I
Why
don't
don't you
know. He
have
lies so much.
why don't you have $500-600 to spare for a water
I don't
heater?
know, but
Why do
did you
women
ever
have to
get?
pay for your stuff?
Hold on, Heidi. Did you ever see? I think Roman
Huh?
said that Mark. Did you see when Roman said that Mark homeless information? He got evicted. That information was put out. Did you ever get that tea? Because if Mark was actually evicted, I believe Mark is there some days just to keep a roof over his head. But he's definitely with the one he loves. Juicy. I don't know if there's an age gap, but it seems like he's just pathetic and old and boring. Like your age don't make you old. Look how he dresses, and he enjoys going to the music park. He grew up really poor, and it's like he's trying to make up all the years that he never had with his broke ass parents all over again. Ain't no adult got time for that shit. Nobody wants to go to, like, come on, you don't even got no kids. He can't dress. He doesn't know good places to go as an adult. He said he was going. Remember, he made it seem like he was going to eat so fancy after that sermon that Tracy was said she was going. Queen Tracy's like, I'm gonna pull up on, and she's trolling him and thinking she was going. And they show pictures where he ate after all those lies he told. Look how hard he worked on bringing in his birthday, the morning of his birthday, all the way up until he went out on that date. Well, Mark was there or not, I don't know. Did he even show a hand in that picture? Hey, for Hot Anderson.
No. And that's something that he could do. He could actually show a hand or something, just so we know that Mark is okay, just so we know that Mark is actually there and he exists. That's what he should actually do. He should do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, but we know how Mark looks. So what is the purpose of hiding him? I can see we don't know how he look. He showed that man pissy and all. Juicy is a show off because
I
he
don't
never had
think
shit.
I don't think, and that's another thing that validates him, his relationship. Like he acts like he's never had a relationship, and that's how I
Right.
know he's new to the gay life, because he's like flaunting this relation. He's like he just flaunts this relationship like it's just everything. And he was in the closet for a very, very, very long time, for decades, and it shows because he's still not comfortable with himself. He's still saying the same gender love, and I never heard of that until I came to you, till
No,
I came to
that's
watch
a
you.
pro. That's a Gazi Kodo. I believe Gazi
Oh,
Kodo came up with
good.
that thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I never heard of that until I heard him say that or whatever. But that's somebody that's not
Yeah, yeah,
comfortable in
he
their
copied that off of
sexuality.
Gazi Kodo. Nothing original about him. Like he copied a lot of Sir William Blondes as well. He loved copying Sir William shit. But Gazi Kodo, he eventually went to jail for having some type of suck call. But I don't know if I believe that. I think they might have set him up, but I'm not sure. But he came out with that because he said how the black people were treated within the alphabet community.
How
So they
black
call it.
people.
They saying that they treat it like it's just as much racism, which is true. So instead of saying gay, they want to separate themselves by calling themselves same gender loving. So that's supposed to be his way of saying that he's pro back. He also
Oh,
likes to say he,
please.
and
He has a problem with saying he's gay. Okay. Just like you have even the person.
that
I
too, yeah.
mean, you even have, like, today, you have Shakim. He wants to call himself everything but gay. He wants to call himself, now he's pansexual. But you're on Twitter screwing men. Why can't you stand in it? Stand
Well,
in your
what does
truth.
pansexual mean?
Well, let me give you the definition because I don't want to misquote. Hold on.
Right. Yeah, let's get the definition out there. Because
Because
I'm kind of
I don't
confused.
I don't.
I thought a pansexual mean they'll have sex with anybody. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Okay, so it is a sexual orientation characterized by attraction to all genders or attraction regardless of gender identity.
Oh, so that's saying
I'm
he could be into trans. So is he trying to get? Please don't start giving innuendos to Lady
look,
Dimples, child.
look,
Please go
look,
ahead.
he's gay. And the thing is that people lose respect for you because you did that whole thing. When Lemon brought you out of the closet, you should have been man enough to stay out of the closet. While you up on links talking about people, why don't you talk about how you're afraid to live your truth? Why don't you talk about how you'll call yourself everything but gay? I can never respect that. And then you got on the panel and you cried like a bitch. And it's like if you came out and you stood in it and there's nothing nobody could drag you on, but you have one foot in the gay community and one foot out like the rest of these DL dudes around here. And it's just crazy. And you're not even DL, you're gay. And it's like he doesn't even want to admit to that is what he is because it makes him feel a certain type of way. But you're gonna have to get over that. You'll never be happy in life until you come to terms with who you are. And you're not all this pansexual, transsexual, clans, all this bullshit, all these bullshit labels. It's just gonna make you like it's gonna make you insane. You know what I'm saying? Because you're still not living your truth. Look, do you want to be Jay Wilson's age? And still like labeling yourself everything but gay and still being miserable. He can't even label himself a bottom. We know that Jay Wilson is a bottom. We know he always, he needs the situation, but it's like he doesn't even want to talk about his sexual activity, but he's such a perv. He wants to hear about everybody else's. He wants to hear all the details about everybody else's. I've been to known that Jay Wilson was a freak way before the shit rag because he's always intrigued by everybody else's sex life, and it's just very disgusting. It's very weird, and yeah.
No,
Do you
Wally
notice
called him
that?
out. Well, I knew Jake Juicy used to be lying about being a freak, and when he first came, he lied about his sexuality. Wally called him out because they've been trolling Juicy on Jack. So Wally sent Juicy a Jack message with one of his profiles that he had hit Juicy up that Juicy didn't know about, and everybody heard the gay beat and stuff like that. And then the message came out, where's the lube, bring the lube type shit. But I think it's
Yeah.
something to do with, but I don't know because I'm not even bi curious. I'm strictly dickly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not my time. Hold up, let me get the train going by.
Okay. But I just
Yeah, hold on, sorry. Yeah, if it's not now, let's a dance train. But no, I want to say this. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna say this is okay or not, but I do notice a pattern because I'm not, like I said, I'm not gay, so I don't know.
yeah.
You in the community, you could talk on it, but
Yeah.
I would say this. I do notice a pattern of people, especially men, instead of just saying they gay, they like to say they bisexual. I do notice a trend of that. But even though they
Oh
say they
yes.
bisexual, it's clear that they're really into men. Or they if they had to choose a preference, it would clearly be men. And I can't imagine. See me. Like some women don't mind, but me personally, I need to know because I don't want to date a guy that's been with other men. I don't feel like I can compete. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's just too much for me because how can I please you? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have the equipment. I'm not gonna play with I don't play with fake toys on myself, so I can't imagine doing it to anybody else. You know what I'm saying? I look at
Right.
like if a guy wanted me to eat his butt, like
Oh God.
if he expressed that to me, you're getting dumb. Like, and I've been this way
Yeah.
for years. Like, I've never had a guy say that to me like my recent years, but when
That's
I was
disgusting.
younger, if a guy asked, I'm like, nigga, you gay or are you bisexual? No, that's a nah. I don't want to hear it. But but I had to learn to like not do that because you want to make them comfortable and then break up for another reason. Don't say that so you can ruin it for the next woman that needs to know so she can make the right decision. Because to me, they're a clear sign. If you need your butt ate, you're gay. Like, that's some gay ass shit. Go ahead, though.
Can you imagine Ness in Miami asking me to put my mouth anywhere near her ashy, disgusting, shitty butt? I would have like literally knocked all of her teeth out if she would have said something like that to you. Because are you out of your mind? Are you literally out of your mind? You can't do that, man. And
Yeah,
and
that's
that yeah,
mhm. Yeah. But you didn't do anything with her. Like she did all of
not at
that.
all.
Like, but
Yeah,
that's
no.
crazy to me though. That's a nuts I can't do. Shit. She need to right, Adrian, eat your own ass. The fuck. But she needs to. That should have listened to that Little Kim song. I don't want to take tonight. Eat
Oh,
my coochie right. The moral of the story
uh,
is this: you ain't licking this, you ain't say this, and I got witnesses. Yeah, that's just like, but I could never go pleasure somebody and have nothing done to me. That's some weird ass shit. But when you a hungry belly, downtrodden bitch like Ness, I'm not surprised. Go ahead though.
oh, Ness wanted seconds, thirds, and fourths. But the thing is that I mean, who wouldn't with this physique? With this physique, come on. But the and that was the story that was broke on on Trisha's platform. Shout out to well, you don't like Trish, but hopefully you guys one day, maybe, who knows.
Absolutely not. But go ahead, make your point.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, it was but no, not at all. Never looked, I mean, never wanted to do anything. When I actually met the girl, like I was like, nah, I'm not, because the height, it just yeah, no.
Well, at least you ain't abandoned her like Ghetto did chat rap, so you did a little bit more. It's like she went a little bit more further than chat rap, and that's another thing. Not that that's a big flex or nothing, but cause did you see Weird Ass Sassy was on Lemon? I mean not Lemon. Shakim's platform talking about and I wanted to talk to Ghetto so bad. Baby, I kept calling somebody else Ghetto. I couldn't get the link. I'm so mad I could not catch him on the link. Cause like this nigga know he was playing. I just hate when I can't. But anyway, she was over there on Shaq platform talking about something. She finds pleasure and thinks she's that girl from the weirdest shit. She was like, "See Rex, thank you for not talking to me like you do everybody else." Bitch, have you
Yeah.
seen Rex? The fuck?
Yes, I've seen him. Yes, I have.
Do you know where that nigga lives? In a one room with a sticky floor where he be jerking on? This nigga be walking around trying to cash out everybody. And she was like, bitch, that's how I know you a downtrodden, broke, non-bougie bitch. Like that niggas like that, she didn't even be able to say hi to you. I don't give a fuck if you want to be cordial or not. That nigga tried to be cordial with me. I come up. That nigga tried to offer me a cash out. I said, hell fucking nah. That nigga tried to hit my link. He got blocked out my chat. We are different, bitch. It's a lifestyle cost that you don't know.
Oh,
So she
please
like to be listening to these niggas. Go ahead, though.
please don't sing the song that lemon and ghetto.
But it was fitting.
Wait,
But it was fitting.
lemon and ghetto have this.
Like, that's how you know.
Lemon and ghetto have this
She's
boyfriend.
always thinking about Needy and me. That's this is a stage 5 clinger. That's what you guys don't know. And she never had nobody like before or after this heat. You
Who
know what I'm
said
saying?
that? Who
Like,
said that?
you know, Adrian, she just like, but she talked
Oh,
about us anyway.
please. I mean, but that was the but Ness actually confirmed that after Trisha's live, the next day. Trish actually put that on members only. So I'm not lying about it. Like, what do you mean she's gonna
See,
cuss me
I
out?
knew that city sister get me. She get it. She get it.
And also, I'm not a part of I'm not a part of Nessa's cult. Ness does not scare me one bit. Remember, that bitch put a note underneath her stove because I was coming for her. I don't have any notes under my stove. So what do you, huh? You think I'm
I
afraid of
remember
her? What she has to
that.
say? I don't
You
give
was
a fuck about
like,
anything
bitch,
Ness has to say.
I'll be on the next flight to Seattle. Say something else again, bitch. I'm
She
like,
just
damn.
made Florida bitches look like so scary and so weak. She made Brianna, Pizarro, all them women that's in Truth Enterprise, everybody that's in Florida, she made Florida look weak because she was talking about putting a note under the stove. All from me saying that I was going to do something. That was like, oh well, she's coming to do something to me if something happens to me and stuff like that. Like nobody should take her seriously after that.
At
And she's
all.
not even a fighter. So look, yeah.
Y'all see how scary she was in the West Coast trip? But yeah, she's a
We
bum
got
bitch.
bodyguards,
Did
so
you?
nobody's gonna come and touch us. And we got Lemon. Lemon's gonna save us. Now when she meets Lemon, she understands that Lemon's a fanboy. So now he can't even do anything and stuff like that. But remember, she was like, Lemon's gonna be our bodyguard and Lemon's gonna make sure, like, I'm like, well, why can't you be your own bodyguard and stuff like that or whatever? Why
Right.
you
All that
want why
shit
you
you
want the gay
talking.
boy to protect you?
All that shit she talking and got the nerve to put emphasis out. Bitch, I was like, Ness, I am not you, hoe. Fuck. And now
Right.
look at her look at all the open court cases she got open. Talking about somebody putting out false paper on her. Bitch, I put a whole link to a government court website. Ain't nobody faking no link. Like this bitch is really delusional. I can't. It's some weird ass
Right.
shit.
Like nobody is ever like thinking about
Four open
anything.
cases. Four open cases, bum bitch. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Worried about me.
And she's making it seem as though she's getting like money and stuff like that. How are you getting money when you are on when you ran from Patreon, you ran back to YouTube? Like that's this is a second source of income for you. And it really took a hit to your pockets because you was always banking on that money coming every single month. And you probably something like I said, like you probably got something that you couldn't afford and you're trying to make up the difference with these
Right.
lives and stuff like that. But what you don't understand is that your channel's flaggable now. Your channel can go down now because you are the way that her channel is structured and what she's doing. See, China White was dragging Ness, but at the same time, she was giving Ness some game about her channel. And Ness was too stupid to not understand what China White was like telling her because what she's doing, what's on her channel right now, what she has on her channel, that her channel is already like ready up ready to go right. I mean down like the last couple of channels or last channel or whatever. Like the way that her channel is set up and what's structured. But I'm not even gonna tell her. I'm just gonna watch it happen. And I called it. So
Of course. And what we all gonna call it. And the way she acting right now and the way she's going at people, especially you know how Jay Dunn get down and you keep antagonizing that weirdo. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And the thing she's saying about Jay Dunn completely complies to herself like Ness. You out here paying my people addresses. You're trying to dox people because I said their name in a video. And these are professional men. You deal with dusty ass niggas. You see what I'm saying? Up and you like to deal with bosses. So that's
And
why I said
you got idiots like Queen 88 and Fifi coming out of nowhere. They're claiming that they took in your channel down. Now, what I can say with Jay Dunn when it came to the YouTube stuff, she provided receipts that the channel, I mean, that she did do her strikes and all that stuff were successful. So I'm leaning more towards it wasn't an outside job, it was an actual inside job and multiple people was shooting at Janessa's channel. You know what I'm saying? That she
and that's what
wasn't
she is.
aware of.
And she start with
It- it-
multiple
and
people.
and the crazy thing about it, even after all that stuff happened, I was like, it wouldn't even surprise me if it was an inside job inside of her camp. It wouldn't surprise me because her camp kind of disappeared a little bit when Queen 88 and Fifi was coming at her. Brooke and
Oh
Ness,
yeah, but
I
they
mean
had
Brooke and
plenty of time to
Intrinsic.
talk about me.
Yeah, the Brooke and Intrinsic disappeared. They were nowhere to be found. Remember, all the people that were surrounding her, they wanted to be where she was at. And it's very
Mhm.
ironic that, now, she's getting redirected from certain areas and stuff like that. See, we put pieces of the puzzle together and stuff, but like I said, it could be an inside job from her camp, and that would be just really dumb because she'd be like really bigging people up that could be crossing her and she doesn't even know it. But I warned this
So
girl
she
about
enjoys the ass
that.
kissing too much. She likes
Huh?
the fake ass kissing. She enjoys
Oh
that
yeah.
empty shit. But when
She
you
needs
read her poems,
enablers.
it's easy to see why. That's exactly what she needs. That's exactly what she wants. And that's
Yeah.
what she gets. So yeah, and they only willing to talk shit to me. That's why I ignore them hoes. Oh no, you're not gonna get nothing with me, bitch. You will be talking to the air in your motherfucking self, bitch. Because you can see my channel still hit not one motherfucking strike, bitch. Now you on the other hand, don't give me no fucking time of day.
And
Mm.
then like, I mean, cause I was about to like say something and on, let it rip on Be Miss So. But I was like, I don't want to really go back to that place because we didn't been there and we done that. And I'm kind of over the Miss So, I mean, that situation. But it was just like The Miss O likes to say slick shit, and then when you catch her in it, she wants to back it up and she wants to, oh, I'm just, I didn't mean it like that. She likes to
Right.
gaslight. The
It's
Miss
a
O
lot of
is the
people like that.
queen. The Miss O
Hmm.
is the queen of gaslighting. And it's like, I'm gonna shade you, but then when you confront me on it, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do it. I ain't didn't like no. I see what you're doing. I heard what you said, and I'm checking you. And then I even like Brian, he would catch her saying certain things and stuff like that. And it's like lady, like I mean, I don't know. It's just that I don't want to. I don't want anything. I'm right now. I just really don't. I don't have any respect for Demon Soul because not only I mean, she's not only looking for attention, but she's looking for attention in all the wrong places, and she kisses ass in all the wrong places. People who have did her like have really like let it rip for no reason, just coming at her every chance they get. They're coming at her and she just all up under them and shit like that or whatever. And I'm like, I can't even respect her. Even when Jay Wilson came at her crazy and stuff, she's still, trying to be his friend and trying to be up under him. Even when Treasure cussed the Miss O out, she was back licking his ass, calling him mother. D Miss O has a pattern of licking shitty assholes and stuff like that or whatever. And that means that she likes to lick the gay man's ass. And I just don't understand that. I don't understand that, especially when they mistreat her all the time. She thought it was she thought she had a mic drop moment that time where she was going back and forth with I don't know, it was some statement that she made. And I was like, Demon Soul always thinks that what she says hits. She always thinks that what she says is like a mic drop moment and everybody's gonna go, ooh, Demon Soul said that. But no, you just look stupid. You just look dumb. You look dumb. To me, you look dumb. And a lot of people, we just giggle at
And
you.
he
That
and he didn't even show up on her birthday. I peeped on her live for a little bit, and she was making some excuse. I'm like, child, please. Yeah, I don't know where Nina annoying ass at, but she need to stay wherever the fuck she is. I don't know what she up to. Yeah.
Ness used to enjoy going back and forth with Demon Soul. She would start shit. Do you notice that Ness like will start stuff with Demon Soul
Yeah,
out of
because Ness
nowhere?
is another one. Ness is
Out of
like
nowhere. She
yeah, Reed does the same thing. Your friend Reed,
because
but yeah, TMO is a
yeah.
easy. Well, Demon's O retreats easily, and that's what Nessa like. It feeds into her narc thing. But if you notice, when certain people, a lot of people come at Ness, she won't say a motherfucking word, no matter how
But
much they
but
pick at her.
Demon Soul thought that she could say some little slick stuff to me on
What did
her
she
birthday
say?
or before her birthday. But wait, I'm but the thing is that when that thing happened, like with the whole same person that been antagonizing her, that antagonizes her any chance she gets, she's now happy to go on a trip to actually meet up with her. And Demon Soul is so stupid because
Oh,
she
she
doesn't
canceled
real.
that.
Oh, I'm glad she did
Yeah,
because
that was stupid for her to agree, but I don't think she was
yeah,
ever going. I think she used that for content.
Ness would have definitely had pictures, film, all different types of stuff. That's what I mean. It would have been crazy.
I didn't see China White new drag. I gotta check out because I'm subscribed to her, and I know because I know some. You know, she still went live. Well, it must have been on Chucky Page, but I'm still subscribed from both of them. But I think I be seeing China White Community Wars pop up on my feed, but I haven't seen any lives on her. But
I
Ness
was
runs from
like,
a lot of people.
I was
She
like, Demon
runs from a
Soul.
lot of people.
She what?
Go ahead.
Oh, she runs from a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, Shiny White is one of them too. She act like she can't, but she will steady pick on people like Demon Soul and YouTube cameras because she's a weak bitch. That's why she'll try me, and then she immediately goes the sympathy route because she know I'm going in, bitch. Fuck
But
you.
that was kind of like my thing or whatever. Speaking of like people who are deemed to be weak, like the missile or YouTube cameras and stuff like that or whatever. I liked King Roman's commentary when he said that he's pretty much washing his hands when it comes to the YouTube cameras and the Jay Dunn situation, because I really do think that there is a level of intimidation there. And there's, I mean, because there's, and that's like I said, I feel like she's gonna eventually turn her audience off if she continues to gaslight when we are asking her why is she allowing Jay Dunn to talk to her crazy on her own platform.
She
Something is
doesn't like
going on.
confrontation. She allows a lot. She used to allow Sassy to do the same thing. I think she's gonna eventually, because she's been saying her little. She's passive, and Jay Dummy knows that and takes advantage. That's why. But I keep telling people she's the type of person you got to give that energy right then and there, because she's another weirdo. Did you know that Jay Dummy, as an insult to me, she's gonna try to call my son gay? Listen, Jay Dummy, my son is not
Wow.
gay. Yeah. This is the one that's supposed to be so gay and proud, right? You know, but she's another one. She's one of the main reason why I say that I have never seen so many male-identified studs until I came to the B sector. I swear to
Oh,
God,
oh, oh,
it's
not
really
me,
true.
not me.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm talking about Jay
Oh,
Dummy. She's like leading the charge on that shit because she's really like these niggas gotta really do her in. Look how Roman had to talk to her. Look how James had to talk to her. Both of them before she got the
ugh.
message. Other than that, she was kissing up, being receptive, and all that. Even when she was over there in the Mo 3 sector, she wasn't doing none of that shit. But she loves to try that shit with women and then pull that gay fucking card like somebody give a fuck about that shit, bitch. I ain't gay. But anyway, she did try to say my son was gay, which was weird as fuck for her to say that shit. I'm like, where the fuck did that even come from? And at the end of the day, you the one on with a video talking about you was ugly all your life and how your mama had a problem with your sexuality. No, I love my kids unconditionally. If my son was gay, I'll be at all the goddamn alphabet parade. But the issue is this: I don't have any alphabet kids, so I'm not gonna censor that. I'm not gonna censor their priorities in my motherfucking life. Just like I don't expect anybody else to censor my issues in their life. That'd be weird. People gotta. Life is about self-preservation, but she don't want these niggas to be centering her. Like even if Jay Dummy fought harder for gay men rights than the women. I will always bring that up. She's fighting so hard about the F word. Don't say nothing about if I might say a dyke or something like that, right? I had to bring that up, and then all of a sudden she wanted to take on that narrative, but only with women. The only time she had a problem with James when he let Little Boots go in on her ass. But they really got she don't take it well. They gotta straight up tell you, bitch, I don't like you. I ain't never like. I ain't fucking with you. Fuck you in your whole existence, bitch. Like that's how they gotta give it to her for her to get the fucking point. But women, she want to nitpick and start this shit and do all this other extra ass weird shit. I really think she's gay because no man wants her. That's why
Right.
she's taking down that fucking 20-inch dildo at rapid speed. Like straight women can't even handle that shit, bitch. What the fuck you got going on? Do you know them niggas that got those oversized, enormous things? They have to wear rings so women can know which point to stop and what's comfortable. I feel like you go all the way to the end, bitch. You're a weird dick peen.
Ha!
You're not an OG or a real stud, in my opinion, bitch. But go ahead.
Well, let her tell it, like, because, she doesn't label herself as that or whatever. But I think that I would bet something, anything, that Jay Dunn is not a virgin. I really, with a man. I
How
think
could
she's
she be a
been with a man before.
virgin? What do you mean?
No,
She
no,
said she been dealing with dildos her whole gay existence. So the only thing that makes
yeah,
sense for that
she's not a
is that
virgin.
she clearly she's not.
Yeah.
She said she
No,
take
because
dildos.
people actually buy that. And then a lot of these women are actually, I mean, like y'all are actually like straight. So you guys like don't know like when somebody that claims to be gay is like, or vice versa, is full of shit.
She's not a
And like
touch me not.
Jade,
She's not a
yeah,
touch me not. She's
I
not.
mean, well, Bambi was like, I was doing the work. You know what I'm saying? And then there was a double jointed dildo going on, and that's never been a part of my lesbian existence. So I'm like, this girl is not a virgin or whatever. Like that girl,
But
like
that's Sasha.
Jay
Yeah,
Dunn is
oh
not a
my
virgin
God.
and stuff like that or
She's
whatever. So
not, but she already admitted. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to get to you. Understand? What I don't care how she want to label herself, but the ones that's pretending, well, not say pretending, the ones that are masculine presenting, I guess how you want to say it,
yeah,
they usually are the ones that do be using the dildo, not getting the dildos used on them. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
But she's always said that she likes the dildo. She doesn't have a problem with that. She enjoys it. So I don't think, and then she had the nerve to get mad at me because I asked, well, why not just get the real thing? Like I never understood that. Why have pretend heterosexual sex if you could just get the real thing? But I don't think she can. That's the thing. Well, I don't think if she, especially she can't get
Um,
one of the size she likes. She likes 16 inches and better, and that's wild. That's crazy work. You're gonna find that
well,
everywhere.
if you look at a lot of the women around here and look at like there's a lot of these, I mean,
Oh, is that what you're saying, Heidi?
yes, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay. So, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you.
Yeah.
So she's trying to get that old feeling back, like kind of when you first do crack and they say you're trying to get that high again. So she's trying to
Yeah.
find a dildo to match that man energy. Okay, now I get it. I was confused. I'm like, what do you mean? She bragged. Thank you, Miss Kept Secret. I tell you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
He love that. Love
But
that. You're right
you
though. You're
know,
right.
yeah, I think that Jay Dunn has definitely been with the man, definitely. And if I was to track things, if I really wanted to, I could track some stuff or whatever. But I really don't because I'm not beefing. We're not beefing at this time. It's just that I have an opinion. She has an opinion. You know, any chance she gets, I'm a towel head. I'm an atheist and all this other stuff. And you know, any chance I get, I go back and forth with her. But yeah, I definitely think that she likes men. I don't think she likes women. I think she still wants to like keep a
Oh, y'all
lesbian.
definitely beefing, Hitty. I don't know. I forgot which live it was because I don't think I seen a couple of her lives. So it was a recent live though. She was breaking
Well,
down
she
about how
might be
she was.
beefing with me, but I
Oh,
mean,
okay, yeah,
I
she
didn't
beefing.
know. I don't even be. Well, I'm like, what is she? I mean, what did she say? Because I'm like,
The
I don't
same
know.
thing. The same thing. She said she would never share a panel with you. She
Oh
can't
yeah,
stand
okay.
you because you tried to get her locked up. But
That see,
but,
no,
but
you
Ness
want to know,
did too. And Ness did the same thing you did. So it's
right?
weird. But go ahead. Yeah.
So she doesn't want to share a panel with me because Jay Dunn, like I said, Jay Dunn is
No, she said she
jealous.
would never fuck with you alike because you tried to mess with her real life, and you know how it came out that she's on a wanted arrested list that came out. She
Yeah, but
blames you for
Jada's a
that.
liar, and that's not the reason why she does not that she does not mess with me. That's the reason she gives it or whatever. But when Jaden was like one of the people that was trying so hard to like get Ness like to like her and do all. Remember when me and Ness would be on like bad terms and stuff, and Jaden would just be trying to do anything that Ness wanted or whatever, and be her
Yeah,
little
yeah,
worker
yeah,
bee, only to be
yeah.
used. And I told Jay Dunn that she was being used. But when Ness caught wind of me warning Jay Dunn, she was like fake flirting with her. Then she'll be behind the scenes sending me pictures of Jay Dunn's teeth and like, look at how nasty her mouth looks. And that will be the way that Ness will be talking about Jay Dunn. And that's what I said, the energy, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with the Ness persona, the Ness personality and shit like that or whatever. Nobody
That's
knows
not Dr.
Ness.
Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. That's a weak,
No,
fake, phony ass bitch. But Nessa
no,
got
but I'm
nerve to talk
talking,
about
but
anybody mouth.
but
But go
when it
ahead.
came to her mood swings and her coke rage, her coke binge, her narcissistic rage, all that going on, I mean, or her bipolar behavior, I experienced it. So her energy is definitely that it turns into that. Because you never know what you're going to get and stuff like that or whatever. And only people who are stupid enough to deal with her are her idiot followers. Like I've always said and stuff like that. And then I don't give a fuck. And and like I said, when I was at Dory's channel, I was like, well, there's people that want to talk about my platform and what I do on my platform and shit like that. But what he brings originality. I do everything. That's my shit. That's not me using some. I mean, like, well, I'll have like clips on somebody else's channel for a video, but on my lives, that's me. When on my community wall is me. I don't need to use other people's images and shit like that or whatever. So I just found it very interesting and very hilarious that Shakim, an individual who steals people's content left and right just to have a live, that has to play people's content, that has to steal people's pictures and their images. Like, how are you talking about me when you can't even do shit by yourself? You need a panel or you need to reuse content. You suck. Stop talking about. Don't even mention me because you will never be on my level. You'll never be on my level because you're not original. You don't have your own content. So what work? You're another Lemon. You and Lemon need a crutch. Lemon needs a crutch. Lemon needs a panel. Lemon can't go live. Go to the I mean, not the advertisement. Go to the chart. Go to the poll on my channel. Who needs a panel? Whose channel wouldn't survive without a panel? And I mean, Lemon won, but Shakim wasn't on the list. But Lemon won that because we know that he doesn't bring anything to the table. He doesn't bring shit to the table. Everybody else is doing the work for him. I just don't have any respect for people who don't really bring anything. They don't bring any type of real commentary. They don't bring any kind of originality. They just, let me use your stuff. I want these people to come over here because I'm so insecure. I don't think these people are going to follow me over to my channel when I go live. Make sure you redirect. Now, Jay Dunn, who's supposed to be an OG, she's begging for redirects. She's just making this shit look really bad. Instead of relying on her own talent and maybe thinking to herself, well, people are gonna come.
I haven't seen one OG get it need or ask for a redirect. See, the OGs got their own audience. Some old. That's what I said. You can't base the old. But hold on, no, but yeah. Because she's not an OG and she really doesn't have an audience like that. She got some people that deal with her, yes. But she really doesn't have a secure audience because she's always chasing somebody else's clout. Like I said, you can't really base OG status on numbers and shit like that because these people have like a good following. It may be so many people in the chat, but those people fuck with them hard body and they gonna go to war behind them. See, it's one to get people in your chat, but if they mostly fillers, I don't even want that shit. You know what I'm saying? Me personally.
Right. And then somebody said in their live today that Jay Dunn talks like she's an OG or whatever. I think it was Kim Roman, and she's
not an OG, period.
But she's been here for a very long time, and I believe she is an OG.
She's an OG.
I'm not gonna lie just because I don't like her. I'm gonna tell the truth.
Lying. No, I'm not lying.
Not that you're lying, but I'm saying I'm not going to. She's been here for a very long time. Sean Bradley confirmed. Do you know
what an OG means? She wants to be considered one of the people that helped build the platform. She did in a subby way. She's an OG subby like myself.
I don't think I don't think she's helped. Well,
that's what she wants. That's why
I don't think she's building anything. But if that's her form of validation, let her have it. Who cares? Who cares?
Refuse.
These are names. These are names. These are little name tags. These are name tags. Let's grow up. Who gives a fuck what she calls herself? She can call herself an OD tomorrow. She can call herself a god tomorrow. She can call herself a bunny rabbit tomorrow. Who the fuck cares? You think I care that she considers herself to be an OG? I
don't care, but I'm not gonna allow it. That's it. Right. You can allow it, but I'm not. But go ahead.
I mean, because it doesn't make her any more significant. She's still getting bought off panels left and right. So who the fuck cares? Who cares what Jay Dunn calls herself at this point?
Roman just kicked out for free.
Do you know? You thought we thought Ness was going to lose her mind? We thought Ness was going to lose her mind when her channel was gone. What do you think is going to happen? What? No. But what do you think would happen if Jay Dunn lost both of her channels? She would lose it because this is her validation. So if this is something that validates her, let her have this. Let her have it. Let her have the OG status and all this other stuff or whatever, which I do believe. I mean, she isn't OG to me. She is or whatever. I mean, if you everybody who's familiar and things like that or whatever, yes, of course. But this is what validates her. And even Reed, all these people and Kim Roman, all these individuals did those lives. Wait, what is? So what do you think about Lemon declining, bypassing the challenge? Both go live for an hour and change, solo dolo.
I'm not sure what you mean by it.
What do you mean?
What challenge?
What challenge?
I mean, I know Lemon. I I knew you were talking Shasha. But what challenge did they bypass? That's I don't know. You talking about that Lolo challenge, and I feel like I don't even want to say it because just because I say it, some people gonna try to do the opposite. So I'm not gonna say shit about that. Well, I will say I'm glad her true character is being exposed. That bill is being thrown the fuck off,
Who?
bitch. But yeah, Lemon and Shasha, it's up for life with them too. But you know, Queen Tracy, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Trying to defend Lemon because I was actually not even going at Lemon. I was trying to tell him because he was up there giving Cole all of these. Oh, I want to do a show with Cole or whatever for that Lolo shit. And Cole was over there on Shasha and it took my son how
But
he ain't doing shit with Lemon. Like, I'm paraphrasing, but he said he ain't doing shit with Lemon. Damn, don't pay him. So we don't get. I'm like, Tracy, calm down. I didn't say you had to give a fuck. I'm just saying because Lemon is up here keep disrespecting that guy, Jazz B. I think his name. I'm sorry if I'm getting your name wrong. Just now meeting you, but whatever. Not like whatever to you, but I'm just saying. But yeah. Lemon dissing this guy, talking about how he's boring, he ain't got no talent, he ain't got no motion, this and that. But meanwhile, Binary was on Shakim panel talking about some, basically saying how he don't got no problem with Lemon, but Lemon is not his friend. He would not be if Lemon want to do something with him, he got to pay him. See, he do it for Shasha for the love, but Lemon, he got to come out his pocket. So I'm like, Lemon, why? Meantime, you up here bragging about Cole. This is how he feel about you. But I couldn't even really get it out because Tracy was like, I was like, all right, you got it, Queen Tracy, you got it.
I mean, well, I just think the whole let me protect Lemon, let me defend Lemon, I really think is overkill. And I never see that happen in return for Tracy. So maybe, I mean, maybe she might want to think about that while she's like defending Lemon, like every single chance she gets. Like, it's like crazy. Like, this guy never has your back. He never lifts a finger to do anything. And he even talks, I've seen him talk to you crazy on panels and stuff like
You
that.
can't
Why
even
is he
ask
defending
Audio
him?
Pope a question. You can't even ask Pulp Fiction a question. Lemon jumping right out the window. And he just met that little trade a couple of months ago because that's trade to him.
And then he felt some type of way because I was in Lolo's chat and I was saying, well, I'm just glad that both of my eyeballs work. And I'm glad that both of my eyeballs go in the same direction. And he got upset. He thought he was like, oh, I was talking to him. But I was like, dang, like he immediately thought knew I was talking about him because I said my eyeballs go in the same
you should
direction.
be shady.
And you know, right, and you know that made him feel some type of way because you know his
Right.
eyeballs go in different directions and sometimes they wander off. And I don't understand. And I'm just wondering why didn't Betty do something about his eye problem? Why didn't she take him to go and get his eyes, whatever was going on with that? Why didn't he get the correction that was needed? Why didn't she do anything about his issue with his mouth? Why did he and then like why didn't she do anything about that, or put him in some sports so that he could be a little bit more masculine so he wouldn't have to come online years later to pretend like he is a straight man, because he's playing a straight man on YouTube. He's an actor.
He's
He's
not
playing a
playing
straight
straight.
man.
Nah,
And
he showed that he want to come out the closet. They won't let them. They won't let him. They won't let him.
How?
He
No,
showed his
but
Grindr account, the way he sit there and act with these men, and I told him all the time, and he wants to pretend. And this is one thing that gets me upset with Talent, because I don't have any issue with Talent. I love him. That's my ex. I'm not a bitter ex, and I kind of broke it up with him after that Speak Easy
but
thing.
you just said you don't deal with gay men or
I
DL
didn't
men.
think Talent's gay.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I didn't say that. I didn't
No, but
think that.
I said that. I just said, but you
I know
said you
you
don't.
said that, not me.
Right. But you don't deal with gay men, and Talon happens to be a D on the
But
well, he's
that's
on
your
DL.
opinion. I don't believe it because, like I told you, this is why I don't understand why Talent won't admit that. Because I swear to God, it might have been. I swear, like in the back of my mind, I'm saying Trish, but she's such a fake, phony, wannabe counter bitch. I won't even give her the credit, but I believe that's what panel we was on. because once again, Uppity helping all these weird ass bitches out, and every time they trying to get put on, they want to attack me, and they ain't getting no fucking weird. Anyway, I'm not gonna even get on that rant, but I believe it was Trish platform. This is when Lemon first was starting out, so he was going around to everybody, trying to get relationships going or whatever the case may be. So we was
Yeah.
over there, and Trish, and it was like late night, and I think it was me, her, and Talent on the link. It was me and her on the link first, I know for sure. And I don't know if Talent or Lemon came first. But then Lemon was basically telling Talent like the way he was talking, it was like clearly like from a lover boy angle. And he was like, yeah, because he was talking about the A Retarded Nation, which I would know nothing about because I was never over there. And he's basically like, yeah, we could have, we had a lot of missed opportunities because of
Let
Sassy.
me get this straight. You don't think Talon's gay, but he comes from a gay nation?
Well, listen, Talent
Okay.
likes the mess. Talent likes the
Yeah.
mess. And you know why I'm going to say that? Because listen, in general, most of the guys, most of the men I know in real life, they're not really like on the internet like that. Like most of the men in my family, like even if most of them don't got a Facebook, but if they do, they never say anything on it. But they'll watch it though, like because they like to look at like pictures, especially like I say for knowledge dad, like he likes to look at like back home in his country what they got going on, but he never fucking talks. He never make posts. He doesn't have nothing except for his initial profile picture. That's it and all. He doesn't like how automatically when you enter your birthday and stuff like that, and people just
Yeah.
gonna say happy birthday. It's been for years. He never put one response. He'll talk in messenger to like his family because some people, I guess, with the phone issues from Jamaica. But like even my men and my family from America, like they do the same thing. It's the same difference. They got a Facebook. It's up there, but like some of the men, they'll like over the years. Like my dad, he was a talker on Facebook. Like he loved that shit. He wanted to promote that new Black Panther Party. He was always post. But that's the only thing my father would talk about though. This is where we're gonna be. We're gonna be in this city. Let's get our boots on the ground, blah 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 blah. Blah. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like personal, I'm going to eat a sandwich or look what I got going on today. Look what I'm wearing. Like they don't do none of that shit. So I'm not
No,
used
but
to men I know in
that's what
general being social
yeah.
media, but talent. But when I got on Facebook, that's when I realized there are some straight men that do like to be in the mess. You know what I'm saying? But you could weed out the ones that are like, that's why I said the most disrespectful men I ever came across
I
was those conscious niggas. They really hate black women, but there are some men that really just
when
like
I
the mess,
started,
but they straight. Go
right.
ahead.
Um, I think that which I've always said this or whatever. I think that talent is on the
Well, why do
DL.
you think he's gay? Can I get your reason behind this? Because you keep saying it, but so what evidence did he give you of that?
Well, remember I told you that even in the Sir King days, talent
I didn't watch
would
your Kings. I didn't know.
no, I'm explaining.
Okay.
Even in the Sir King days, like talent would I seen like I have screenshots, but I'll probably have to, like I would have to like grab them. But there are like back in the day or whatever, like talent would super chat. He would be flirting with Lemon. We was flirting with Lemon back in the day. That's why
Wait,
we
hold on.
quickly
Before you finish your story, see, I gotta
yeah,
finish mine. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I don't know who plane was on. So Lemon was up there flirting hard body with talent, and talent wasn't saying nothing. Like it was
they
like he didn't lead the panel though, but and then Lemon was like, yeah, it's like he was saying like we could have had something, but Sassy got it into the way, and he was like, all right, man. I mean, like
they both like they like each other. I'm telling you. I'm literally telling you. I know a DL man. He's DL. Trust me. I came in here and I was like, why he doing all this stuff or whatever. I called him when I my first channel, I said Sassy's beard. And that's how me and Sassy ended up falling out and shit like that or whatever, because I was calling the man his beard. But he was on Sir King's platform. He was on Sir King's no, he super chatted Sir King and he said, give a you keep you keep this, you take this amount or whatever, and you give the rest to Lemon. He was saying stuff like that was like his little boyfriend or something like that. And I was like, why you wait, what? And then it was just like a continual thing. And then like the way that they communicate, you know, Lemon is not the only person. Talent is more subtle with it, but these guys. I said, oh, when I knew that Talent was going to Vegas, I was like, oh, they're going to Vegas. He's going to Vegas to check. They're going to check each other out. I knew that when, like,
Wait
I'm
a
not,
minute.
bruh.
He's
Like, I already
crazy.
knew.
He's
I
crazy.
I'm so serious. They've been flirting with each other since the Sir King days. Please go back to the Sir King videos from like years, years
I
ago.
thought most
Go
of them
back.
were hit it. I don't even know where to start because
No, they're still
I don't
up.
like that nigga 82 too. So I'm
They're
gonna take
still
your
up.
word for. I'm gonna look at this situation more closely. I
And
just think
then he gives the biggest and hottest cash tips. He gives them to the men. He gives them to the men. He gives hundreds of dollars to the men. How much did he give you?
well, I don't. Well, he told me when I
Okay.
get monetized. He
Okay.
told me no.
Well,
Hold on. Let me
okay.
say this. He did say that he doesn't do Cash App, but he told me uppity when you get monetized, I definitely got you. But I
Oh,
do feel like I'm not monetized yet, but he could have hit my wish list because I wouldn't be able to get his information. Go ahead.
right. So he gives. I seen him give Lemon hundreds, hundreds. He's give women $15, $5, $50. He wants the men. He gives to the men money, money. Like I'm like,
Well, he always said he pays for the fuck shit though. He said I paid for the fuck shit. He likes it. He want to encourage it.
but there be times there's nothing even going on, and him that's his way of flirting with Lemon. Like here you go, baby. Here you go. All this
Yeah,
stuff.
you
It's
sounded
like,
like Lemon. That's how Lemon be talking.
well,
But then
we
but now Lemon be trying to pay for like binary. I heard they say he paid him $80 to get afterbirth smelling Bree to the panel. Like what?
This is what I'm saying. The money is being circulated. The DL men are circulating the money amongst each other. Understand that. You want to know why Pizarro's broke? Because the DL men are too busy giving the money to each other. That's what's really going on and stuff like that. And when you go into Pizarro's chat the other day, she was even calling out how Resto, Cold, and Lemon was in there flirting. And then Resto got upset with me, but I don't even have a problem with him. But I'm like, he got upset with me because I was saying like you trying to sound like Lemon and
Oh, I
doing
think
all of
he's trans
and
attracted.
doing all of Lemon's ad libs. You sound gay. You sound gay. So I'm like, and he got upset with that. But then he started getting on the panels talking about some male lady. And I'm like, that's not what people want to talk about because nobody gives a fuck about that. Go to your sector and talk about that shit. That's why nobody goes to your channel now because you talk about shit nobody gives a fuck about. But I'm honest enough to say that shit. So maybe you can correct something or whatever about your platform so you can actually have people go over there. But when you're talking about a sector that nobody knows anything about, how do you expect to have an audience? We're not watching. So that's the whole thing or whatever. I mean, but maybe I don't really don't give a shit. But I'm always going to give my opinion. I'm always going to be direct whether people like it or not. I don't care. So, but it's not like I'm coming at you. It's that I'm just being direct and I'm telling you just being brutally honest and things like that or
Yeah, you
whatever.
telling me how you see it. But my
Yeah.
thing is, I don't know. But like I said, with that situation with Lemon, it seemed like Cole. I mean, not Cole. Talent came off like he was kind of uncomfortable with the way Lemon was flirting with him. And I asked
Oh,
Lemon in that
please.
live, was he? But no, I'm just saying what happened. But Talent is denying this whole thing happened. That's what is blowing my mind. But anyway, yeah,
Who's
and I
always
asked
front
him.
and center? Who's
Well,
always front and center when talent is always front and center for when the trans women when the trans women got some drama going on, talent always has his pom poms on up or whatever, and he's always ready to click on a link to get into the mess with the trans women, or he wants to get into the mess with the men. Talent does not just like mess. Talent is zesty. I'm telling you, he's zesty. I put it on my life. That man is zesty.
damn.
Yeah.
Well, damn.
I
Well,
used to out dudes. I used to out dudes. Like when in college, I used to out dudes, and they used to pay me not to tell their friends that they was gay. I know, like I said, I know do dudes. I know them. I know. And that's why I was like, who you think you kidding, Talon? Don't get mad at me. And he was like, oh, well, you're talking about the cake. Talon's very slow talking, not very, he wants people to think he's bright, but he's very slow talking. And it kind of like, speed it up. Let's fast forward this thing or whatever. He's very slow talking and stuff like that or whatever. And it's just like, man, like, you're not, the charade is up, the jig is up over here, the jig is up with Talent, the jig is up with Lemon, the jig is up, even the situations. I don't know why. It's very zesty when I see these straight men on here wanting to gossip like bitches. I think, but that doesn't make them anything. But when I've seen Talent's
Well, hold
work,
on here. Hold on here. I need to rewind to a certain part of your conversation. Did I hear you say Pizza was calling out Restroom, aka Restro? I don't like him. I had to block him out my chat the other day.
yeah,
Was this recently?
she called him out.
Yeah, recently. Was it recently?
Yeah, she called him. She said the other like 2 days. It was like 2 or 3 days ago. She was
That's
like,
wild.
she was
I'm
like,
mad I missed that.
she was
Because
like
she snapped at
lemon.
me.
She was
Go
like
ahead.
Lemon, Resto, and Cold was like in the chat flirting with each other, and they all be like doing some weird stuff or whatever. I mean, I don't know about the whole thing with Cold or whatever. I don't know about him, but like I said, with Resto, he's always doing Lemon's ad libs and. Well, not even ad libs because Lemon steals his ad libs from women. He wants to sound like a woman and stuff like that. But the whole thing is that Resto does like that little fake Baltimore bullshit accent, and then he like wants to like anytime Lemon like anything that Lemon says, he'll like repeat it the same exact way. And I was like, well, maybe that's their way a little like they flirt and stuff like that. And then you look at Lemon, and Lemon used to literally stalk Resto on his live and get jealous. Lemon has, and this is what I notice about Lemon. Lemon gets jealous when he sees couples together. He does not like to see people together, especially if there's some sort of vested interest, especially if especially if it's a man that has something that he wants, or if it's somebody that, he wants to like just he likes to break people up. He likes to
That's
want to
very
like
true.
break people up.
He don't like
And
couples. I
you
know that.
use that, you go into that thing with look at he was even trying he was like even trying to like gossip with Ness when it came to me and stuff like that or whatever, even though he was not nothing that had anything to do with him was the reason why me and Ness like stopped dealing with each other or whatever, because we both know he's
But hold
gay.
on. The only reason I asked you about that restaurant thing because
But
the
I wanted to say that he likes to break people up when with Ness, the Nurse K thing, audio and 88, whether it was real or fake, he was jealous because he did not want to see audio with anybody else. He did not
oh
want to see
yeah.
audio with another woman. And he was and he even went to the point of saying, like, oh well, just to make audio mad so that he will step away from 88. Oh, I seen 88 in the shower, like as if he was like really intrigued and into 88, like when and then that would turned out to be a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like he was trying to break them up because he has a whole crush on audio, and I don't know what audio's orientation is.
It's gay. That's not. I could see that one.
What was you saying about
But no,
Resto?
but hold on. I want to say it because the other day I was on a link and I was trying to tell her because Cole was on a link with me because Pizza was on a link, so I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to say because he was like, because this is what Cole said in response to me saying like, you said you only give coffee money. He said, see, the thing with me is I don't have to give you money, but the people around me will give you money. That was his excuse, and I was like, who, Restroom? Because I remember before y'all fell out, and he was in the somebody who chat took some. Cole told me not to give Pizza no money, so I'm not giving her nothing. That's when they had did that live when he wanted her to perform to be his first lady, and she said she wasn't going to do it, even though she was at first. And then people had to go live, shame her, and then she changed her mind. But I had been calling from the start, so yeah. So I'm surprised she said something because that day she was attacking it. Yeah, so she like to think you jealous. I like, girl, I am not jealous. Like, I'm offended. If I'm just trying to tell you, you should be offended because what they doing to you is not happening to you. But whatever.
What about, how do you feel about like Intrinsic, Bad Body Intrinsic? How do you feel about her like wanting to meet up with Queen 88 to have Cheddar Bay biscuits at uh at Red Lobster.
I feel it goes along with my sentiments. What I said from the start. Them bitches don't like that weird ass bitch Ness. But they
Okay.
feel like because I'm an opinionated person, I'm gonna stand on whatever. And I got a lot of people mad at me from different places because I speak my mind and I don't bite my motherfucking tongue. And I don't care who you are and what you got going on. Piss me off. I'm gonna talk about it, right?
But
So
my
I feel
question,
like they banking on those people to back them on their hate for me, but it never wins. But they ain't nobody, like I tell people all the time, especially when they want to use my name. Do people really support you or just like me? Intrinsic is a clout chasing bitch, just like Sassy. So she gonna go where
so
the clout
so
is.
my
She met
question
us.
is, let's say you were Ness and and they were in your camp. Would you trust Intrinsic to be around you at after she was literally going to make plans to meet and have lunch with somebody
Well, yeah,
that
because you know what?
that she was going to have she's having plans to meet up with somebody who said who made the um who said that they took down your channel. Like, would you have a lunch? Would you not even have a lunch? I'm saying, not having lunch. I'm saying, would you be friends with somebody to in that capacity? Would
Of
you
course,
even
I don't
trust
see.
Intrinsic?
Yes, let me tell you why. Because Nessa did way more to her that weird bitch. Like I said, they do the same thing. They play the same game. Nessa plays with them. So when you build your friendship on bullshit, you can expect bullshit. And I feel like it's about time she do something in her best interest. Because at the end of the day, 88 didn't fuck with her channel. Ness got hot out here ruining relationships on her behalf, and then she could see it ain't getting her channel nowhere. She don't go live because she's busy. She go live because she has no support. She make community wall posts. Nobody pays that hoe no mind. So maybe she's starting to wake up to see, why am I taking all this bitch beast and she does nothing for mine.
Right. That's what I was saying. Like, I was like, I didn't know what angle Intrinsic
But
was
it's
gonna
fucking
go.
Trinity for life. But she met Ness through
Right.
me. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's my fault. Keep helping out these weird ass bitches. That's my.
the
But like I said, I'm
the
getting better with time. So fuck
right.
them. I stopped cursing a whole lot of them hoes out. Weak ass,
The
dumb.
thing is, I would not trust somebody in my camp that would go to have lunch with one of my enemies, somebody who said that they took down my platform. And now we
How long
really
did Miss
remember,
had J Nut on the platform to talk crazy to intrusion? You can't mistreat people and expect loyalty. That's weird.
but I don't even think it was like a get back thing. I think Intrinsic was
No, I'm
literally
just
trying.
saying. Like I
I
feel
think
like she thinks it's
Intrinsic,
okay, and that's done
you
the
think
same
you
thing.
think
Like
Ness thinks it's okay?
I don't care if Ness think it's okay. I feel like intrinsic thinks it's okay because of how Ness treats her. Ness has no regards for people that does stuff to her in her real
I don't
life.
think Intrinsic is trying to get back at Ness. I honestly think Intrinsic, the way
It
she was
has nothing to
talking,
do with get
the way
back.
no, but
Why
I
would I
think
have
that
a
she was
different
trying
standard?
to. I think she was trying to be cool with Queen 88
Of
because
course she
we
was.
realize, because somebody said, because I don't know, I don't watch Brooke. Who watches Brooke? But somebody said that, I think it was Dory that told me that she believes that Brooke did a live, basically going at 88 and stuff like that. But when she went on Rodney's panel, or when she went somewhere, she went to somebody's platform, she didn't have that same energy. So we both know that Intrinsic and Brooke are both scary,
And
and they
so is
didn't lift the
Ness.
finger. And they didn't
They
lift a
all
finger,
scary.
but I'm saying they didn't lift a finger when Nessa's channel went down. And then you see Intrinsic now, I mean, they disappeared when Nessa's channel went down. They both simultaneously like disappeared. And then Intrinsic goes and she wants to have lunch with the enemy. And this is the tight camp. These are the people that's in the group chat. This is what I said. I said, this girl's like an idiot. And that's why I said it wouldn't even surprise me if something happened, like it was like an inside job or whatever, because want a lot of people she was surrounding herself with are opportunists.
But she's an opportunist, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
It's karma energy. Like I don't. To me personally, the question doesn't make sense to me because Ness been doing that shit to her. You know what I'm saying? So
But I was
like,
saying
I
if
had
you
Jada
put,
on the phone.
but I was saying if that was your camp and I did that to you, would you
I would
trust
expect
me
it.
after
I
that?
would mean if I did some just that's just me. Like I live in reality and I'm like nothing about see, hold on, let me say this right. I live in a good reality and if I do some fucked up shit to you, I expect you to do something back to me. I don't expect to be able to talk crazy to you or do something to you. And let's say for instance, you want to reason like, okay, maybe the person didn't understand what they did to me, right?
Yeah.
But if I turn around, so you done did that to me. So if I turn around and do the same thing to you, and it's a problem, now we're gonna have a problem because see, I'm already thinking that shit wasn't right. So if I match your energy, how I become the op or the
Right.
enemy? That's why that question don't make sense to me.
Well, I
So
don't.
that's
I'm
that's
just.
that's why treat people how you want to be treated type shit.
But there's no loyalty when you're dealing with opportunists, and I explain
But
that.
who started the
There's,
opportunity thing? But who started this? Nets.
but they all are. They all
I
are.
know, but who
But
started it in this whole situation? Who's they done start like intrusion started with me, but it like I don't have to like a person to see things with like the obvious. You know what I'm saying?
right.
This is obvious, and everybody that she's around, she does this type shit too. Now, some people stick around her for whatever reason, clearly because they need
Well,
clout. But she don't even got clout no more. So that's probably why if she was up, then choosing probably wouldn't want to meet up. But at the end of the day, let's be honest, 88 and got mad pages took. But how she be able to come step up each and every time, keep them same energy, keep that same numbers, keep that same energy when she's on other panels in those connection. Ness can never. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, especially if you clout chasing, and to be honest, what reason do Ness people give people to stay loyal or down? She's a weird ass bitch and she does nothing like you can't pour nothing in nobody's cup and expect the shit back. Now, the people that she has that relationship with, those are the people that got to keep that same energy, not anybody else. So if you're going to start off the situation that way, you can't get mad when somebody else do it back to you. I'm just saying. And I don't give a fuck about none of them in that situation.
yeah, I mean, everybody in that situation, like I think it's just freaking crazy. And intrinsic just needs to. uh, Well, intrinsic has no.
Hold on,
She has.
Healy.
Oh,
And don't. And don't. Go ahead.
right. Um, intrinsic, like I said, she's a black sector reject. So we have to
Right.
remember that. Intrinsic has to have a nut sack to swing on. If it's
You're not
not
listening,
the,
Healy. Hold on. Let me tell you this real quick.
yeah,
She met Ness through me. VS had just threw her away. And I felt bad because I was like, damn, you don't got a dog walk on her that you don't got a dog walk on her. Like, have you not learned your lesson about being that mean and cruel? Like when somebody's down, you don't got like even me, and I need to well, except for when it comes to my kids. But if I already know you down, I don't feel the need to just step on you. You know what I'm saying? That's what Ness likes to do, but always want empathy. And then choosing she be down with the shits. So I had to learn that she's a sneaky one like Lolo, but she met Ness through me. So Intrinsic likes to go from camp to camp just to latch on to somebody. But to this day, like you said, she's a reject. Every sector she goes to, no matter what camp she goes with, she's a reject. She always gets thrown away. She's useless. And like I said, Ness really can't use her for anything on the internet as far as getting a YouTube check because when they were trying to do their panels, nobody was watching. She had to start doing those fucking lives with them bots that you bought her.
right. And the thing is with Brooke and intrinsic, because I remember when intrinsic started hitting like doing like strikes on people's channels and stuff like that, like the lap dog that she is because she's a whole dog. I was like, remember, she hid her channel at one point. I don't even know if it's still hidden, but I was like, you and Brooke have the safest channels around here. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody goes over there. Your channels are very safe. They're safe. I don't know whose channel would be safer, Brooks or Intrinsics, but it's a level. You know what I'm saying? And that's something very they share that. They're both useless. Brooke is useless, and Brooke is. And I said to Dory today, and this was a part of the commentary. I said to Dory today that Brooke is scared to death. That's why she always be trying to come at you any chance she gets, because she is scared to death that Ness is gonna, you and Ness are gonna be cool again one of these days, and that she is going to lose her invisible spot because she was never a co-host. She was never important
Oh,
or
she ain't never
anything
got to
like that.
worry about that. I would like. I promise you, God
She is
can't walk up.
scared,
It would
man.
never happen. It would never happen. You gotta be scared of. It would never happen. Go ahead
I
though.
said to Dory, I said, Brooke is scared to death that Uppity is gonna claim her spot on the throne because Uppity is the original co-host. And then Dory was like, "Well, I was the co-host after Uppity," and I was like, "Well, that was like year." But I'm saying Uppity is the original co-host and stuff like that or whatever. And so Brooke, any chance she gets, she wants to badmouth you to like Ness and stuff like that. But Ness will always, like I said, we talked about you, Brooke. Ness will always see the value in Uppity more. Now you think she keeps on coming around Uppity or she keeps interacting with Uppity. She can't use Uppity anymore. So that's why Ness is pissed off. Um, why would she make her a co-host? Why didn't Ness ever ask you to be a co-host? Why doesn't anybody ever ask you to do anything, Brooke? She
She
just really
paid me
passionate.
to be a co-host when I told her to go away the first time. There's not a
Right.
money in the world to make me deal with that bitch again. So she ain't got to worry about it. Nobody gonna like it. It don't matter who panel she sit on. She sucks. She's annoying and a fucking weirdo, just like Ness.
Okay, so do you? I'm like feeling like I really want to I really in my soul I would want to make a bet on this, but I don't even want to make a bet. Just forget it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like I would love to one of these days. I would love to bet if I had a cash app, I would literally go with a bet like are you like will you go back to Nest? Cuz I really don't I don't know because y'all have went this far before. And I do respect like you saying like you're done or whatever, but y'all have went to this level
No, we
before.
have not went this far before. That's a lie.
Well,
She exposed my address. You gotta
oh yeah,
remember, I
yeah.
didn't
Oh
have,
no.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
exactly. Yeah, and I did
Okay.
not know she made the CPS call because Pisa already calls herself self-admitted liar. When she said that, I couldn't believe she really did that. So by the
Wait, I
time that
thought you I thought you
I did
knew
not
that
know
though.
that. I did not know until after the fact. I know Pisa kept saying it, but she was the only one. There was no clips
She
of
did it
it.
on her live.
I didn't know because when I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. I don't watch nothing. You got like right now, I don't watch that bitch. People will hit me up or they'll send me clips on IG about what the fuck she got going on. Especially when
She
like
did. She was
when
on
it,
her live. She was on her live doing pretending to care about your kid with a
right, but
whole
she don't
kid
care
that
about
she's
my
a
own son.
right with a
That's
whole
what I'm
kid
trying to
she abandoned.
explain. And when I heard
Right.
about it, she was like, basically, I'm like, okay, so maybe she could, but like, let's put things into context anyway. Like I would say, even at that time, let's put things into context. If I yelled and popped my child, that is not crazy. But even it didn't even happen, but still, like I yell at her, yeah, that's not against the rules. But no, no,
Right.
not is not being abused, you weird ass bitches. But your son is being abused and traumatized, and you're doing nothing about it. It's every summer you got an opportunity to plan and you beg for everything else. Why can't you beg to get your shit together to happen for a week and a week or two in the fucking summer when he get out of school? Why is that impossible?
I told
Look,
you that Ness really had like she really has like a whole bunch of issues. Arrested development is one of them. The girl literally like she lives
so am
in
I.
a she thinks that she is 21. Every day is a party. She acts as if she does not. I mean, every time you hear her on the panel, I'm about to have a drink. I'm about to have this. I'm about to have this substance. And on top of, and Dory was saying like she was worried about her because she's taking those crazy pills or whatever on top of the liquor and the weed. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, well, Ness really don't really act like she wants to be here a long time anyways. I mean, she lives like it's like she can just go at any time. She doesn't really care about her life. I mean, who would drink and take that strong medication and stuff like that or whatever? Like, so she doesn't really. I said, why would? Because Dory was like, why doesn't anybody in her camp tell her that she shouldn't be doing that or whatever, or try
She
to get her some
surround
help?
herself with low hanging fruit that like to think she's clout. Like that's weird. But anyway, but my thing that's my
But
whole point. You don't care about your own or your own son's relationship. So it's clearly jealousy. You're jealous of like and then when those poems came out, when I read those poems and I exposed it, that like and I did but I could tell the girl was broke and that's something I have to fix in myself. Like you cannot save the world. But I figured it's the internet. It ain't shit. I don't got no problem uplift as long as I'm having fun in the process. I can help uplift people. What I've noticed in this sector, a lot of these people thinking they are using you when you are actually helping them. And then when you want to remove yourself from the situation, then they want to dox you. Then they want to attack your children. Weird ass shit. Computer
and
back did the same.
remember
Computer,
that.
hold on. Computer back did
Oh,
the same shit. So like I said, Ness is never cared about her own son, so she damn sure don't care about Nyla. Just like when I exposed the poem about her mother, now she want to come attack Nala, trying to make it seem like I abused Nala. Hello, you call ACS online. I put the video up with their response. It's not true. You can say it all you want to, but until you show love to your son, how dare you talk about anybody else? And you're jealous of Nala. You're jealous of her. You want to be Nyla. You want me to love you unconditionally like I love Nyla. You're a weird, hurt bitch. You're traumatized. You can't give me shit, bitch, at all. I would never put you in the same realm as my kids. Because you really cared about Nyla. You have never once hit me up like, oh, how's Nyla doing? Or even if I put something up on my page, not even my Haitian daughter. You're supposed to be so, but you love bringing up my Haitian daughter when you get in drag and they happen to mention something about your culture and I laugh at it. Oh, why are you talking? But no, but you never have a congratulation in for even the Haitian daughter I got. But
right.
look what she doing her age and look what she doing hers. Maybe because I didn't spit in her face, bitch. The fuck.
Well,
But I don't even go
remember,
ahead.
she
She
doesn't
don't care
want to
about Nyla.
be
Never did
near
her.
her. She doesn't want to be near her son because she doesn't like the weather out there. You know what I'm saying? Where her son is located, she doesn't like the weather out there, so she's gonna stay. It's all about her. Everything is about what she wants, and she's not even thinking about her son going without her. She's like, oh, I don't like the weather. I don't know what parent, her family has literally created this monster. They have enabled her and made her think that it was okay to be a loser in life and to clean up after her messes. But your kids will never learn if you don't allow them to be
Now we
the.
can't bet on the parents, Titi. Her parents clearly didn't give a fuck about her. They didn't believe her when she said somebody was touching her. One of her brothers touched her at the night. You know what I'm saying?
No,
She
but
clearly showed she the black sheep of the family. And so now she's online trying to recreate a family because her original one don't like or love her. You know what I'm saying? That's how
yeah, this is her source
I
of
feel like that's
validation.
yeah, and and then and she's one of those people, just like I believe that nigga Stephanie is, that be harassing Lady Dimples. I believe they feel like their life would be so much easier if they were just light skinned. That's why she's always constantly chasing it. If you know, it's
Yeah,
older men. Yeah, that's why I do wonder if her son was light skinned, would she even ever gave him up?
if her son was light skinned.
Yeah, the way she prays and like she'll break down like she be sounding like a whole Uncle Ruckus over there. You know what I'm saying? Remember when she had that nigga that was even disrespected Haiti, and she's like, well, you know what I'm saying? I had to be the one to check that nigga, and she quick to tell you, oh, I love white people. Like white people been her savior all her life. So it's a lot of people when you didn't have, I guess when only all the white people be around you, whether it be government programs, like she was a part of the Praise Hallelujah thing. Remember, she was talking crazy about the wife, and the wife was black, her husband was white. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Yeah.
they was in cahoots, but or everything went to the dark skinned black woman. If you notice that, she's constantly uplifting um, whites in general, like white society, white. So that's what I do. And then when you look at the men she be chasing around here, they're always brown skin or light skin, never looking like her son. And she doesn't like herself. That's why she do her makeup, she looks like white chicks,
Right,
like
because a lot of
white
people,
chicks.
a lot, right, yes, a lot of people was wondering why is that makeup that color when you are not that color. Why are you trying to look lighter than what you really are? What is it that you're hiding? Why do you hate yourself? And that is something that is
That's
very
no,
interesting.
that's facts, Miss Kept Secret. Not only you, you gotta see my mod Q
Oh
possible. Y'all look
yeah.
like y'all could be sisters. Let you be a brown skinned woman. She flips her shit. And did you see how she went ham on her mods when she said that me and Uppity is the same color? And they was like, no, I don't consider. They said, no, I think you're dark skin. Uppity's more brown skin. She went ham. It tickled the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because,
Oh,
yeah. But I
I
consider
wish I
myself
had
dark
that,
skin.
man.
I consider myself dark skin. I don't care. It's not an insult to
No,
me to
but
be
you
considered
are,
dark
but
skin.
if you have 20/20 vision like I do, you will know that you are shades lighter than this. You're not
She
the same
flipped the
complexion, you're
shit.
not dark
She
skinned.
flipped her shit on Rainy to Rainy was like, okay, Ness, I don't want to argue with you no more. And that whole night, you know how shit on that let go like a
Her
pit
and
bull.
Rainey could be sisters.
So she was mad as hell as Rainy, and then it even came up like a couple of days later, another chat, and when the complexion came on, they was talking about, well, they was like, Ness, you are dark. I'm like, please, unless you want Ness flipping out. But yeah, she has an issue, even with you calling her what she is. She really hates that.
And
Well, if
that's what I was
Uppity brown
saying.
skin, why can't I be brown skin? I'm like, okay, bro, whatever. I said we're
Love
both
your
brown skin.
skin. Love your skin because remember, Sassy was talking about
Yeah, that's another one. Self-hating.
but Sassy was talking about the Miss Soul. And I was saying to myself, I was like, well, Sassy, you're crispy too. You're crispy too. So what are you talking about? You know what
No,
I'm
they
saying?
both
Y'all
the
both
same. I wouldn't call it crispy. I said they both the same complexion. They both dark skin, and
yeah,
there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with
Well,
that.
I don't like her, so she's crispy. But I'm just saying, like you, but you going so hard on a girl that you have, like y'all could
They
literally
could be sisters.
probably borrow the same makeup and shit like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they're close in complexion. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was like. How are you talking about her complexion like you like a light skinned chick or something like that? When we know that you're not you're not light. So yeah, she's another self-hating person. Sassy is another self-hating person.
Right. It's a bunch of them over there. It's a bunch in this sector. I can't deal with it though. But yeah, that's why I said I feel like it's a valid question. Like, would she let her son go if he looked at light skin or mixed? I believe that she would treasure him.
Let me ask you something. Like, would you ever, because I thought it was a beautiful moment, almost a tearjerker, if you will. I thought it was a beautiful moment when I saw you on Pizarro's panel with Brianna and there was no chaos. There was no chaos. Would you guys ever have a dialogue, a real woman dialogue, even if you don't ever
No,
deal with
no.
well, what if the stakes was high? What if you got something for it?
Well, I would definitely have to get something for it, and it had to be big.
Okay,
Yeah.
because that I
Yeah,
think a
because I would have a
dialogue.
conversation and that'd be it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and for
No,
the people
I
that's
get
confused, I'll do it for the sector. I'll do it for the sector, but I would definitely have to be paid handsomely. But let me tell you something about that day, because I didn't realize, because I had clicked the link. I didn't know, well, I think we both clicked the link at the same time. But I was up there because Lolo was trying it, so I was up there because I didn't feel like going live about it. So that's why I like panels. But go ahead.
right. And I was like, Uppity not they're both being mature. They're both not coming at each other. And that's what it should be. Like when that's what I was saying with Tulsa. I'm like, you just shooting at this girl and trying to shoot at, bringing up her kid. And I'm like, damn, like, do you really dislike this girl that much where you got to bring her kid into the mix? Like, why don't you just shut the fuck up? And if she says something to you, then you can then you can go back and forth with her, but you just coming out of nowhere, you're going to end up looking like the bully in the situation, and you looking crazy and stuff like that. I know you see me in the chat saying like something to her, like that's not okay, bro. Like you
Yeah,
gotta
I know. I wasn't even
chill.
watching the chat.
No,
Whenever that nigga in the wig, that hard faced nigga in the wig is talking, I tune him out, because at the end of the day, that's another hurt, broken person. And because of my empathic spirit, when I don't want to be bothered with people, because like I said, I'm learning online, just to like not engaged and stuff like that. That's just another broken soul that's hurt because I think they really been spiraling out of control. Ever since I said shout out to Lady Dimples, because I understand as trans people, they had to start out a certain way with certain work just to live their life. But especially Obama made it so cushy, comfortable, perfect. Like everybody else was supposed to tiptoe around the whole alphabet committee feelings. That's how Obama had it, right? So and prior to Obama too, the world has been changed. I believe everybody should be treated equal, but nobody should get special treatment unless you're a child or a defenseless human being. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, that goes without saying. They should get special treatment, but
Right.
everybody else, I feel like it should be nobody should get special treatment. Everybody should get equal treatment, though. You know what I'm saying? So I don't
Right.
believe you should lose your rights because of whatever you want to do. So I have no problem with pushing forward with ideologies that are more inclusive, but I do have a problem with trying to censor like where you're trying to make it. I have to censor your issue around mine. But anyway, I had said shout out to Lady Dimples because she is showing the trans community that you can progress in life and you don't have to sell your body and do drugs because you have the tools to do it with. Because Lady Dimples, to me, she's not a person that hate black women, you know what I'm saying, or hate women. She understands and stuff like that. That nigga in the wig, Tulsa, is very hateful to black women, an opportunist at his core. He hates black women, but he will kiss certain people's asses if he thinks it's going to get him along. So that's the
Well,
reason why he's attacking me, my 6-year-old, me asking to be respected as a woman, because he's trying to get in good with people like Computer Back. Yeah, so I would like to know why
yeah.
she's sending her millions at me, but I would have to be handsomely for that. Yeah.
The problem
But
with Tulsa is that all this work that she's doing on panels, some people, and this is what I say, I think some people are better panelists than actual channel holders, because channel holder wise, she doesn't bring shit to the table. Even in whatever sector she's in or whatever is very, but on a panel,
I didn't
she's
even get a panel.
but even
He
but
trying
even
to take
but I'm
her.
just giving my opinion.
Yeah.
On panels, she does very well. She asks very good questions and things like that or whatever. She executes better on panel. Some people are just better as panel fillers. You know what I'm saying? Than having the responsibility of actually being the one giving the content and being in charge of all that stuff or whatever.
Well, let me
As
ask
you
you
can see, you
this.
see people
Hold
replaying
on. Edie,
live.
did you see that? Did you see that nigga in the wig Tulsa on the panel with Ghetto and Chat Rap? Cat trying to center people who are asking good questions from the chat. Instead of bringing up the questions from the chat, she would deflect from good questions because that person was tired of her interrupting the tea. Like they were trying to figure out like where they was going. What about the AC in the car? They went because Ghetto was clearly being shady, so they are whatever the case may be. And I felt like if he did say that behind the scenes, he probably would have said it or gave it. Into that public. And then on top of that, the Connect Four thing, she kept trying to act like it was such a special thing that he took her to play Connect Four. No, she picked him up from a train station. Did he use her for a ride? Like, what's going on? Why are they playing Connect Four with their big overgrown ass? Why? Like, Love made a great suggestion. If she don't know no good places to go to, like take her to one of her favorite hood places. Chat is a scary bitch. Ain't nobody about to pull up. She ain't got no beef. That bitch will be online popping shit. She's another she's the female Pulp Fiction. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like, why he ain't get it? But because Tulsa kept trying to censor himself and make it about him and talk about his love connection, making it more awkward. You know what I'm saying? Because clearly he already got a girlfriend and he's not. And the way he was carrying it, like other people would have felt comfortable hitting the link, but like she was overtaken, piecing to know what questions to ask, so she was allowing it. It was like a mess. So sometimes maybe he can be good on panels, but most time not, because he's too desperate to be attention. If he's not if he's on a panel where nobody wants him to talk, he'll turn on some type of fucking weird emoji where it's like light going off and on. It's just me, look at me. That's what I
Yeah,
get
I
on the
mean, like I said, like a lot of these dudes want to be the bad bitches. They want to be the bitches. They want to be the ones out on the
right.
center. like, you know, when women are the ones who's supposed to be like in having that energy and stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, now we see even Malik, he wants to be a bad bitch. He wants to be on,
Facts.
you know, on panels and like, look at me, I got something to say. Y'all need to watch me, y'all need to see me, all that, you know.
No energy for the men though.
Right.
The men be
The
selling the
way that they
shit out of that
tucked
nigga.
the way that they tucked their tail to King Roman, I'm like, I can't even I mean, I've already never took Lemon seriously, but
But
the way that
right.
he acts like a complete bitch with another man, and they're both around they're both like the same age. Right, well, no, King Roman's older than
Roman
Lemon.
is the one that had to
One
tell
by one
ODS to
year.
go at Lemon.
He's older than Lemon by 1 year because Lemon is about to be 36 this year. He's about to be 36.
I don't know anything.
So yeah. But yeah,
Ain't
you know,
ain't no Fisher King sucker older than all of them. Roman had to tell
yeah.
her to. Roman had to tell official peen sucker to stop letting Lemon sing you, and then all of a sudden he had balls. But now he's turning around, it only going live, waiting for Lemon to finish so he can get numbers
Ah.
that to pretend he's that guy.
But the
Every
thing
night he
with
go live after Lemon redirect. Every
right.
live.
The thing in this whole redirect, I think the OGs are looking at the new people. I mean, like they're like, we suck. I really think they think we suck because we got
Don't
people
include me.
we
You
well,
wait, hold
no,
on, hold on.
well,
Uppity
hey,
is not included. Go ahead.
oh,
She's
okay,
talking about
but
them,
it's
not
like
Uppity.
they're like saying, well, of course, it's not, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, they're like, these idiots are asking for redirects, and like, we never did that shit. You know what I'm saying? People was gonna come, we was gonna come. We already, you got over how many thousands of people following you. People are gonna come if they want to come. You don't have to force people to come to your fucking shit. You don't have, I mean, and
And
I
that
click
like
the
button too. Oh
and
my
I
god.
click the X button. I click out of that shit. Anytime I get a redirect, I don't redirect. When Brianna try to redirect me to Shakim, I click the X button. I'm not going over there. Like, for what? So I can watch somebody else's live? No,
Well, I never in her
I go to
live, but
reads.
no, I go to Shasha. Fuck that fake ass bitch.
Or I
Uh-uh.
go to put whoever else is live, I'm going there. If it's Miss Olivia, I'll go there and stuff like that. Cause I know she's gonna
Oh,
give
I'm glad you missing her.
oh,
Oh, almost
but
been.
don't but which oh okay, so
Oh,
because I wanted to
I got.
with ODS, I want
Oh,
oh wait, you can go to
okay,
Olivia.
good.
No,
No,
because
go
I
ahead.
was
Go
just
ahead.
gonna say
What you
with
was about
to
to say about Fisher
ODS's
Queen?
I was just gonna go real quick, but with ODS's thing with him, he said that him wearing those wigs and that lipstick with the beard, see, he's trying to recreate himself for the new people too, because he was a drag queen as well.
Right,
And
right.
ODS, now he wants to be a man this year. You know what I'm saying? He wanted, you know, but he and like, dude, you got pictures. We got pictures of you with nails with your poor grandmother. Rest in peace to your grandmother. You got pictures of
Fuck
you.
Evelyn.
You got pictures with you at a restaurant dinner table with big old long nails on, and you're a whole man that's supposed to be protecting the family, and you sitting there taking a picture with grandma with the family with long nails on.
That's probably why he didn't get promoted. It's taking so long to pick up them phones from the cases with them
Press on
nails.
nails. And this is the man that wants to talk about Dimples, and I'm not a Dimples fan right now at all, but you
Team
know,
Dimples, bitch.
huh?
I'm saying I'm Team Dimples, not you. Not I'm
Yeah,
calling him a bitch. Yeah.
but you know, well, you know, yeah, but you know, Dimples has an issue. Dimples has a lot of things where she wants to think that her opinion matters to somebody like me. Her opinion will never, ever fucking matter. Dimples comes on here for validation and shit like that. This is not, I don't give a
You
fuck
used to love
about any
Lady
of this.
Dimples. Let's stop. Let's stop. Come
No,
on.
but
Move
le-
on.
no, but no, but she talks
I'm gonna start
shit.
dragging
She
Reed. Leave Lady Dimples
but what you
alone.
don't
I'm gonna start
understand
dragging
is,
Reed. I'm gonna start
well,
dragging Reed. I'm telling you.
no, but I'm saying she starts talking shit. She starts talking shit, and I don't be saying nothing to that girl. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I don't be saying nothing to Dimples. And I be in the chat just chilling, and Dimples wants to say something like, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck about your opinion about
Oh, can
anything,
I say something real quick about why
because
you? I think
I'm
you
the one
mad.
helping
Hold
you
on, Edie.
with
Hold on, Edie.
well,
Can I say this
let
really quickly?
yeah,
No, let me say this before you finish. I think it'll change your outcome. And I didn't actually Dimples or anything like that. But you do. Remember, I was saying earlier that a lot of these studs over here be giving like male identified.
yeah.
So when you came over here, it was like you was refreshing. So I think when she seen you on the James comment section, it because I was shocked. I was like, I'm gonna text Edie about this. What the hell she got going on? Because we're not used to you having that energy. You know what I'm saying? I know
No,
you put your page down and stuff like that. So I think she was kind of
well, the
disappointed.
reason, well, what y'all don't understand is the last town hall was at on his channel. I only asked if he was having a town hall. I write crazy shit under James comments. I've done that. I wrote insults on his comments that he deleted all the time. I literally just asked if he was having a town hall because people was calling, they were basically saying that they were having it on his platform and stuff like that or whatever. And I wanted to get clarification. It was nothing like what she was trying to make it seem like. I got the man in a toilet on my channel.
But
What
that's
are you
how he
talking
made it
about?
come across. No, I don't.
But
But we
but
know
see,
what.
but
But we,
of
hold on,
course he
Edie. Hold on,
made it
Edie.
come across like
I
that
know, but we know
because
that's what he
wait,
does.
but
So,
let me finish.
go ahead.
He's made it come across like that because he's another one. He's an ugly man that needs validation. And also he's so used to heat attacking him. I write underneath. See, he's wrote underneath my stuff all the time. He used to write underneath my comments all the freaking time, especially when I would talk about him. Do you ever see me screenshot his comments? But he does that with my comments. I'm that significant in his life that he has to use a comment, 2 words as a moment. You know what I'm saying? He's never gonna be that interesting to where I need to screenshot his shit. He needs to feel like he's a celebrity. He's not. I was literally asking the guy a question. And any chance I get, I don't respect him. I think he's a whole loser, and he's a bum. He's broke, all different types of stuff. I drag James at my leisure, but I
I know
don't.
he need, but I think
Yeah,
that's where the disappointment
but
again.
but
I
but who
think
the
it was
fuck?
a more
But how
shock.
many
We
times?
were shocked.
But let me finish. How many times have we seen Dimples look stupid when it came to like Shakim? Compared to her, he's a midget. So how many times has she looked dumb when it came to people that don't even want her? How many times has she thrown herself? So it sounds very hypocritical for her to come at me for saying 2 words, literally asking a question, for her embarrassing herself any chance she gets just when she sees a man around and stuff like that or whatever. She looks stupid and she can't even say anything because what she does on here does not compare to what I do on here, because she will try. You don't see me acting this way like when it comes to Ness or anything like that or any other woman on here, because I'm not desperate. But Dimples has proven time and time again that she is desperate when it comes to these guys. So I'm like, who is she? Look at how she moves on here. Who is she to tell me anything when she moves so fucking dumb on here? When she's always throwing herself at men that want nothing to do with her, men that are probably grossed out by her. But I don't know if Shakim's grossed out by her. I don't know if Shakim wants her. But the energy that he gives, he does not like her like that. And she doesn't even know no for an answer. She's done that shit repeatedly, so she can't tell me anything. She can't tell me anything, and her opinion doesn't fucking matter. Especially when we're behind the scenes and she's asking me for advice. I mean, like I dismiss that. And I don't even I'm like you can't I can't take Dimple seriously. All the stupid thing, I don't call out the stupid shit she does repeatedly. Because if I did, we would have stopped talking a long time ago. We would have not been cool a long time ago. I allowed Dimples to be Dimples. The problem is what Dimples needs to understand, while she's over on her channel trying to analyze everybody and see what mental problems they have, she needs to analyze herself and figure out why she can't have healthy relationships with people. Why does she feel the need to have to turn on people who have done absolutely nothing to her? Because if you was to ask Dimples, what did he do to you? She wouldn't have a fucking answer. You know what I'm saying? Because when I'm behind the scenes consoling her about a stupid ass petition and shit like that, she didn't have a problem with it. But because I don't move the way, Dimples can't control me. And Dimples, that's why I said you still got that man up in you. You still got that man soul and that man spirit, that man body, because you still think that you can control people. You think you can tell people what to do. You need to sit back like a lady, and you need to like learn how to just shut up and like allow people to be themselves, just like you want us to accept you for whatever it is that you are or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Accept Heat for moving the way Heat wants to move. None of y'all tell me what to do. I do what the fuck I want to do. I deal with whoever I want to deal with. And Dimple stopped dealing with me because I was going to Pizarro's platform and shit like that. And she had a problem with that because she was kissing up to Ness, and look how that happened. Ness threw her disregarded her feelings. Dimple's porn bomb Ness and shit like that or whatever. Dimples has been a whole embarrassment. She talks about Ness being a crackhead. She talked about Ness being a crackhead, but she was sniffing up under
Ness
Ness's
was a
ass and shit like
crackhead.
that.
She ain't lie.
But she was sniffing up under Ness's ass. She was sniffing up under Ness's ass and asking, why doesn't Ness like, why, asking stupid ass questions, wanting Ness's approval and shit, and asking why does Ness move like this? And and all this other stuff or whatever. Like, you, at one point in time, you wanted to be friends with Ness. You would bitch about Ness behind the scenes, and Ness would bitch to me about you behind the scenes. Ness did not like you because every time she tried to let you in and be cool with you, you turned on her. The same way you tried to do with me. But what you have to understand is neither one of us gives a fuck about you, Dimples. When it comes down to it, I actually care. Wait, let me finish. I actually gave a fuck about Dimples. I gave a fuck about Dimples. Ness did not give a fuck about Dimples. Ness did not give a fuck about Dimples because
hold on. You keep talking about you. This is like the 4th or 5th time you said we or y'all back together and a little some shit.
No,
Is that why
but
you over here asking me?
I'm saying it's a mutual opinion because we all used to hang around each other and stuff like that. But I'm just saying she never ever like really messed with Dimples like that. And Dimples was like always asking me like, girl, like how many embarrassing things did you do behind the scenes when you was asking me why doesn't Ness give you a mod stick and you deserve it and all this other bullshit. You would cry and bitch and moan about a fucking mod stick and stuff like that or whatever. Like, grow the fuck up. Who the fuck are you to tell me anything, Dimples?
Well,
When you have been pathetic, looking for friends out here. When you have a real life. When you can have a real life and have real friends in real life and shit like that. You think I'm bitching about a fucking mod stick and stuff like that? And she's talking about I'm embarrassed. I've been embarrassed by you, Dimples. I just never gave a fuck to tell you about yourself. Because I just was like, this is how if Dimples wants to move like an idiot, even if I give her warnings and I warn her about people, if she want to continue to do it, I allowed you to do it. I didn't try to control you and shit like that. But that's what Dimples tried to do. And she ended up looking stupid because Ness showed her in the end. I already told Dimples. Ness showed her in the end that she doesn't fuck with her. But Dimples wanted to be y'all can talk about Ness all y'all want. It's cute for y'all to be on panels together talking about her. But Dimples at one point in time was bitching to me about being a mod over there and not getting a mod stick. How everybody else had a mod stick. You didn't care, Uppity.
But hold
you
on.
didn't care. But when it comes down to everything, Uppity, when it comes down to it, there's leaders and there are followers. And you and me,
right?
And you and me are real leaders. Dimples is a follower, and Dimples wants people to love her, and she looks for love in all the wrong places.
Heedy, let me talk. What I'm trying to tell you is this: I've never discussed this with Lady Dimples of why she said that about you. This is what I'm just assuming because she tagged me in the post and I was shocked myself. So I'm just saying because we always seen you as not a stud that be leaning into men. You was one of the ones not scared to go at
mother. Said 2 words.
There's a lot
of but no, hold on. I understand what you're saying. I get it. You already
okay. No.
But the point of the matter is. The point of the matter is that I said 2 words. She literally wants people to be her friend. She literally throws herself at men that don't want her. Who the fuck you think is more embarrassed? I don't give a fuck about any of that shit.
It's not a more embarrassing contest. I just felt like she just looked at you She just looked at you at a certain way, and I think that she just didn't get over that. And then she's emotional, so she talked about it. But anyway, let me tell you and Lady Dimples something because this is my problem with you you guys. Like when y'all be in computer back chat, because I had peeked in for a second because I seen Lady Dimples on the panel when it came across my timeline, and then Lady Dimples gonna say I'm trying to be a parent. No, 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 no. I am the best parent. And then I looked in the chat. You said at least Uppity trying. No, no, no. I do
No.
more than try. I am, and I hate when y'all go on these people's platform trying to downgrade my motherhood. Because at the end of the day,
We're not downgrading your motherhood.
It is. It is.
No,
Why
but I'm
would you say
trying to
I'm
tell
trying?
you the context. There's a context behind that. What
Okay.
they were trying to say was that, we're not saying
No,
that you're not
nobody
a good.
was saying anything. No, no,
Wait, wait.
Dimples brought it up. Lady Dimples brought it
No,
up.
no,
Nobody wasn't saying
no,
anything. Computer thing got
no,
silent, as you should.
but they were talking. They were talking in like the context of. I believe they were talking about like Ness not being a good mother or something like that.
Right,
And
and
I mean,
trying to
this
come
is
at
what.
me about motherhood. I get it. Yeah.
So what we're saying was because she brought up you as well. So what we're
That's what
saying
I'm
was,
talking about.
but
Not
what
that
you
I'm trying to be a parent.
let me give you what I meant. What I was saying was you're at least putting forth effort in whatever you're putting forth effort as a parent, as any parent is supposed to do. Ness has not put in any effort. So that what I can't write everything, but I'm saying you're putting forth effort that might have was written incorrectly. But I was trying to say that you put forth effort in being a parent, regardless of whatever and stuff like that or whatever. You are a real parent, and nobody can say anything to you. And Ness can never drag you because she's not a parent. She doesn't care about her son. So that's what I'm trying. What we were trying to say. Understand the context behind it
No, but
because
no,
you're
no, no. See why the content there for me, because Lady Dipple. I don't believe her intentions was bad, but I do believe that because y'all know how sensitive computer back is. And my thing is this: computer back is in her 30s. You know what I'm saying? And she's with a man with 8 kids that came out of jail and has felonies. Now, there's a ceiling there. Unless I'm not gonna hold you, unless you got some type of business where you can employ yourself and get your own money.
yeah.
There is a limit to the type of jobs you're going to be able to need, especially to suffice. Because it's going to be impossible to spend enough time with 8 kids, all these different mom and shit. But it's gonna what you have half on your salary and all the motherfucking kids, you can't take care of them, much less anybody else. So clearly, he's living off of you, bitch. And you're in your 30s. So what type of mother that she fucking had, bitch? Because I was raised by my grandmother, and she was like couple of generations above me, so she had no idea what was going on. But luckily for me, I've always been blessed with women that mentored me and wanted nothing in return, so they put me on K. Because I can remember when I was like I was like 19 and I met this guy, and I figured he was like 26, because that's when I used to do back in the day, ask the age and stuff like that. He was fine as fuck. He probably
Right.
had a job, I don't know, but that nigga told me. Once he told me, because I always acted at that time, I didn't have any kids. So I'm like, you got kids? Because if you had kids, it was a wrap in my mind, right? So he was like, yeah, I got kids. I'm like, okay. And then he was like, I got 10 kids and a possible. I told that nigga, a possible? That kid is yours. The fuck is you talking about? And then like I was just like, nah, the whole night. And that's when I was like 19 or 20 or some shit like that. No way in my 30s would I be fuck with a nigga with like 8 kids. Like, I got kids now, and I don't want to date niggas with kids unless their kids are like adults and shit like that. Because
Well,
that's just
I
me.
mean, that's her. I mean, her thing
But
or whatever.
that's
But
the reason that she got as a mother. So Lady Dimples sat on the panel, and then Lady Dimples even threw in, oh, even if she's doing this for YouTube, doing what for YouTube? What is that supposed to mean?
well,
Y'all don't
no,
even see half
I
of the
was
shit I
not
do with Nala. And no,
right.
but I'm just
I
saying,
didn't.
like, y'all do stuff like that when y'all around. Not you, but you did say in the chat that I'm trying. I didn't like that comment. But Lady Dimples even throw that in. I'm
Well,
like,
because
okay,
he was
I understand you
referring
want to be
to
cool with computer back. But how would she know what a
she
good
would.
mother is at 30 years old, dating a man with so many felonies, just got out of jail with 8 kids? Who had a good parent doing that shit?
When
Especially if
we're
you don't got
saying
none.
that you're putting forth effort as a parent, and when we're comparing you to Ness, we're saying that you are actually trying, and Ness
There's
is
no
not.
comparison. She's not a
But
mother.
it's no comparison. But that's the whole point. You're trying, and she's not. And if it was any other parent, I would say the same thing. They're trying because no parent has any type of guide to being a parent. So I'm just saying you're putting forth effort as a parent. You're being a parent. You're being a parent, and Ness is not being a parent. You know what I'm saying? Ness likes to party. Ness rather party and drink and be a loser in life. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
saying?
rather y'all just say that and try to say I'm trying because I'm not trying. I am
Well,
a
I
parent.
mean, I can't structure my sentences the way you want me to structure them, but I'm telling you what I meant.
I know,
You
but
know what
I'm
I'm
just
saying?
saying that going forward, I'm just, that's it.
Yeah. Well, you can come to California. You can type on my. You can write what you want me to write in the chat if that's what if
No,
it's
I'm
that
not
serious.
saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the trying part bothered me because at the end of the day, Ness is not a parent at all, and she's not even trying to be a parent. Like she could get her child on the weekend. She took my mother. My mother got us every summer. What is your problem?
Right. I mean, 2 days out the week. I mean, even for a
And yeah,
summer.
that's
I
all.
mean,
Don't compare me at all. Yeah, like there's no comparison. She's not a parent,
well,
not even
she
in the
was
summer.
in. Well, Empress, like
Lady
you,
Dimples
it's
brought it up, but you brought it
right.
in the chat. Yeah, so that's what I'm
Because I
saying.
was I was agreeing with what she was saying because she was talking about how bad of a parent Ness was when Ness was or whatever. So that would be something that you have to relay to Dimples because she's the one who brought
But
you up
you
in the
just said
first
you
place.
was agreeing with her. That's why I say you and Lady Dimples at the
Her
beginning of the
comparison of
conversation.
saying that you was a good mother, like please, she was
No,
saying
that's
that you
not
was
what
a
her
good mother.
comparison. She said uppity trying,
You
and then
you
Lady
were
Dimples
a
even
better mother, but her thing was you
anybody's a
are a
better
better
mother
mother
than
than
nobody.
Ness. Like you being sensitive about it is not going to change what I interpret her and what she meant and what I meant or whatever. Whether you feel offended or not, that's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I meant by what I said or whatever. It's not. Why would
And
that
I
be a dig?
appreciate that, but I'm just saying going forward, I'm not saying I gotta control your like how you type, but I'm just saying like the
Because
wording was wrong to
people
me.
had that, but you gotta be. Well, we have to grow up because I'm telling you that's not what I said. That's where it needs to be because people said the same thing when I was defending you over at Trish, and I was saying like, well, she was talking about how Ness, basically she was making all these excuses for Ness, and I was like, well, Ness doesn't even care about her kid. How are you gonna talk crazy about Uppity, and Uppity is actually trying, putting forth effort? You got all these bad things to say. What I'm trying to say is you got all these bad things to say about Uppity, but Uppity is putting forth effort to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us should if we have children and stuff like
Right.
that or whatever. But you're
Well, don't
giving
come at
that
me to go
what
because
but
then now
but
you kind of know the limit because you have to respect how like just like I respect if you don't like people wording certain things to you, I like you have said the same thing to
but
me.
it
So
was
that's why I'm
flowing with
growing
the
up.
conversation. It was flowing with the conversation, and that's not what I meant. I mean that's not what I was saying. I just
Yeah, and
explained to
you
you
said that I accepted that, but
even
don't
okay, so
start growing up.
there's no you shouldn't be offended anymore.
No, because did you not hear what Lady Dimple said after the fact? She said, "Oh, even
I
if she's doing
wasn't
it for YouTube."
commenting on that part. I was only commenting on the part where she was
Yeah, I
talking
know you
about,
wasn't, but that's why I said that part was only for Lady Dimples. That's what I was
yeah.
saying.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what you gotta notice about Lady Dimples. Lady Dimples will just throw some little slick shit in there for no fucking reason. Even if she felt like, you know, what even if she felt like you doing this stuff for YouTube, why would she even throw that in there? You know what I'm saying? She does
That
stuff
was
like that.
weird.
And then it's like that's what, because when I was watching somebody's commentary, and I was like, well, why? They was like Dimples always turns on people. Like that means something's wrong
Well, I
with
wouldn't
you.
consider it turning on me. I just didn't
No,
understand that
no, but I'm
concept
not
like
saying
that.
not saying that she's turned on you, but I'm just saying Dimples always does something to fuck up a relationship. She can't have healthy relationships, and that's something that she needs to do some discovery on what's wrong with her, where she can't have a healthy relationship with people and shit like that or whatever. Why is she always falling out with everybody? Why does she always thinking that? Why is she always turning on people and shit? Like she's never gonna have a happy life or a healthy relationship doing that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? But as far as me ever caring about anything Dimples has to say, like as pathetic as she made herself look around here, it will never happen.
Yeah,
Dimples
because
can
that's my
never
thing. I
validate
didn't say
me.
anything negative about you guys, so I
Yeah.
just don't like the negative connotation when it comes to me. That's all I was
Yeah,
saying.
and
But
we never said anything negative about you, so that's where that ends. We didn't say anything negative about
here
you.
you go. Here you go.
Dimples
Here.
was the one who did it. Huh?
All right, let's move on. But I just want to
What?
say that. But no,
Because
I
you
forgot
talking
what you.
to you. I'm a air sign. We don't be diving into all those emotions and stuff like we
Well,
do.
I'm a
I'm telling
Pisces,
you
and
what.
that's all I do. I live in my emotions. The hell.
Okay, well, you, you know, welcome to the air sign world. But that's
And
what I'm
welcome
just.
to the Pisces world. While you at it, shit.
And I like
And
I
it
like
has to be a
Pisces.
happy medium, or we're gonna keep arguing. You already know this.
We're not. It's not going to be a happy medium because I am going to make an effort or whatever.
And I
I'm going to
am
make an
gonna say,
effort, but
and I am gonna stand on business about my feelings.
yeah, of course. Like, but there's never any time that you're ever gonna see me because I'm loyal to people by a fault until they cross me, and then it's a wrap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You seen what happened with
Same
Kimmy and her.
here. I'm the same, but I'm the same way. So.
Yeah, you seen what happened with Kimmy, and she was right next to her grandmother's casket.
Oh
I
my
don't. I
God,
don't
let's
play.
stop.
I know. I'm explaining something. I'm loyal to a
I'm
fault.
telling you, because you keep going, I'm gonna
All
drag
you
Reed
have to
ass.
do, all you have to do. No, we're not kissing ass. We're just telling the
No, I said
truth
I'm
because
gonna
we're
drag Reed
transparent.
ass. I said I'm gonna
No,
drag. I
but
didn't
we're
say
not
kissing
dragging
her.
anybody. It's not. I'm not dragging, but I'm just saying
Well,
that
I'm gonna be shady.
that's where I will take it. That's where I will take it
Well, yeah,
if I'm
yeah.
crossed because I mean what I'm explaining is that I am loyal to a fault to real people and shit like that. You ain't never seen me go online. I mean, if anything, I've always defending you. Just like when Tulsa came out of line and shit like that, or anybody that comes out of line, with the 88, I mean 88 situation, she just had to come. I mean, I let y'all like do y'all little fighting and stuff like that. But when she started like making little jabs, towards me, and I seen that in the comments, that's when I went live and shit like that. And yeah. But as far as, the whole thing with Tulsa mentioning your kids, I'm
Right,
like, bro, like you are still a man and you still weird. And even if you wasn't a man, being a woman mentioning a child is a problem. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Because you don't have to like Uppity. Uppity doesn't have to like you. But if y'all on a panel together, shut up and and get the commentary out because now we're trying to get down to what's going on, and you guys are. I mean, she's too busy trying to argue with you. Derailing the entire show. So just shut up or don't go on a panel with Uppity if you got such a problem with her and shit like that or whatever. Like I just don't have no respect for that. And then if she actually called somebody on you, I'm like, man, like you didn't even have to do all
Sure
that. That's
did.
none
It
of your
got that
fucking business.
promotion over to her by
Yeah,
ACS. So, like I said, you can make all the false allegation you want, but Nala's very loved and cared for. That's why I keep telling you, I'm not trying.
all because she doesn't like people,
Right.
but then
No, all
people will
because
say,
she won out of childhood. She's another crackhead. Like I ain't never did drugs to I ain't never been a point in my life where I needed drugs to cope. All I do is weed
right,
and alcohol. That's it. I ain't never sold my body. I ain't never um put my kids off on nobody. People always, what I'm saying? Like I told you,
right,
I'm not gonna get into too many people, but I'm just saying, like excuse me, I raised my own kids, and like I said, I just know it's coming from jealousy because all these people that's claiming they so concerned with Nala never sent me one cash app, never bought her one gift, never did none of that shit. Like you could have sent a gift through the wish list for Nyla, but shout out to the people that really support Nyla. Anytime I put something on the wish list, that shit get cleared immediately. There's nothing for Nyla on my wish list at this point. I believe so. But you know what I'm saying? So like I said, even when September comes, like I said, I'll do some more. But it won't even be for like school supplies. It'll probably be like I can't even think of it right now, but like I'm not a user like these people, but these people that have fake concern for Nyla, no, you're coming at Nyla trying to hurt me because that's what y'all think can hurt me, but it's not hurting me because y'all don't know her and you have no influence in her life. But these crackheads, you damn sure can't call an agency. So ACS called that nigga in the wig Tulsa probation officer, and that's a motherfucking fact. Because they didn't want those issues. Once I showed the criminal record and their identity disorder problem, why you think VS had went on her platform? Like these bitches be hating on me because VS is another one. But anyway, I forgot what the
right.
issue was. But
I will support, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I will like defend and things like that or whatever. But as far as any of that extra stuff, and that's what people need to understand. Being a content creator, nobody owes you anything. And we
Right.
got to have that mentality. Like nobody owes you anything. Dimples was like, oh, I remember when I was dealing with Dimples, and I was like, she was like, well, I don't want to go live because ain't nobody paying me. And I'm like, well, why don't you monetize your platform? It's already eligible. I'm sure you done went live so many times. But she thought that people owed her something, and I'm like, that's not how it works. You know what I'm saying? It's just like nobody owes you anything. These are strangers. Nobody knows you. Nobody is obligated to give you guys anything. So be grateful with what you get, and if you don't like, the limited amount of money, then go get a job. That would be my
Right.
solution. Mickey D's is hiring.
Good
Burger
solution.
King, and go to Popeyes or fucking KFC or something like that. I don't know. Wherever Ness is working, because Ness is the executive at KFC. That's what she's executive. She's executive over the biscuits, over the fried chicken and all that stuff or whatever. That's
Well, at
what
least
she's
she
really.
got that position. She could have been on cashier, but they probably don't trust her around the money doing that public record, still in meetings.
If Ness worked at a fast food place, they definitely would not trust her around the money. They would have, but she said they. I think when she was, because she told me when she worked at Burger King, she was in charge of scrubbing the toilets. Not just playing.
I
I
wouldn't
was.
be surprised if that's her life.
What'd you say?
I said I wouldn't be surprised if that was her life though. She's such a
Yeah,
weirdo.
but I won't. It's not like no. But if I have I don't ever want you to think it was that situation like it was before. Like, oh, you and Ness were secretly like communicate. No, no. It's like a seriously like not at all like that ever again.
And that's the same for
Yeah.
me. It's the same for me. I would never. Fuck
I
that
think
whole
she's
thing.
bad luck too. I think that girl.
She
I think
really
she's like that.
is.
Yeah.
She's too miserable. And by the time she will get herself together, it will only be for herself because I ain't fucking with her again ever. And I think that's why she crashing out. But it is what it is. Like
And
I
the
said,
fact that her and the Misso was trying to make me feel some type of way about a state that I don't even care to ever go to, Washington and stuff like that. First of all, when me and Benz was planning a trip to Vegas, which remember when they stole my idea and stuff like that, our idea, me
right?
and Ben's idea, it was a matter of where we were going to go because we have money to go anywhere. Ness
Yeah,
has to
you and
stay in
Ben
her
definitely got
state.
your own bag.
Right. Ness has to stay in her own state to meet people
So, oh, hold
because
on. When are you and Ben's coming back to New York so you could treat me and Nyla? That's what was really important. Yeah, I was like,
right. I actually plan on coming to New York though, but I don't know if it's gonna be this year though. It might be this year or it might be I would say spring of next year. It might be the spring or the fall of next year. I don't know. I really do love New York in the fall. I love New York in the fall.
okay.
That that
But
that that
don't,
springtime
if you
pollen.
try to treat me like ghetto cheated chat rap, I don't know if we could be friends anymore.
I mean, I think you know that I deliver. I mean, even if it's just dropping something off or something like that to
Yeah.
you or whatever, like I I mean I'm good and stuff like that or whatever. Like I keep my word, and that's something that I take. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. That like
No,
I'm very
no, you
reliable.
honestly are a cool friend and you do express yourself, which is I do like. But like I told you, and this is why you was talking about take your narcissism off the board. This is why we can't today because you just was. I'm not saying you totally disregarded my feelings because I understand what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying. That's what even when I said we can do a happy medium, you talking about some no. That's narc things right there because
Well, I
you
don't
have
think
to
it's a
compromise.
narc.
You do have to compromise, and only narcs think they don't.
Well, I don't think that it's only I don't think that's a narc thing. I
Yes,
think that
it is.
but that doesn't make you a narc because I don't think that
No, it
there's
makes
nothing
you have
to
narc tendencies though.
but
But
there's
we all
nothing
have
everything
them.
is not
But
narc. But
no,
first of all.
I get what
But
you're saying.
the thing
No,
is
hold on,
that
Edie. Don't you? Can you admit? Can you? I need you to
no,
don't
I
brush
mean
past this.
because
No, no, no,
you
no,
like
no.
to You like to
No, no,
throw
no, no, no. I'm not
everybody.
calling you
I'm
a
I'm
Narcan
telling
bar.
you, I'm telling you, you like to throw everybody under the same
That's
umbrella, and
not
that's not
true. That's
true.
not true. Who else I called a narc?
Just like I don't think Dimples is a narcissist. I think
I
something's
don't think
wrong.
Dimples is a narcissist either. I
Yeah,
never said
but
that.
people will try to throw her up under the same
Nobody ever
umbrella.
called a Dimples a narc. Nobody ever said that.
No, no, but I've heard people try to analyze her mindset and stuff, and I've even heard her try to analyze people. But everybody, well, we know Ness is a textbook case of a covert narc. But as far as and that was something that you discovered. But as far as me saying that that's not the way I meant it, and there's not, I mean, and
And I acknowledge
that's
that.
not
But when I
okay. So
say,
there's
can we
nothing
go happy
to
meet? Yeah,
compromise
but no, no,
about.
no, no, no. But I said going forward, I don't like that term of communication. And you was like, well, too bad. Like what?
Well, that
That's
wasn't like
not.
I don't care. It's like the fact that, you know, you are blowing this out of proportion because I actually was saying something good. I
No,
wasn't
and
saying
I actually
anything bad.
acknowledge that, but I just said going forward,
So if
I
I'm
just
if
don't like that
but
terminology.
my mindset was if I'm saying something good, then why would I need to meet you somewhere when I was
Because if
actually
I
being
don't
positive
receive
in
it
the
that
first
way,
place? But
and
it doesn't matter how you see it if I'm telling you that was a positive thing.
that's not right there because
No, it's
it
not.
does. If
No,
you
it's
tell me
not.
uppity, hold on. If you say uppity, please don't say this because that bothers me. I'm like, well, that's not what I meant, so I'm gonna just keep saying that. That's
I never said I
disrespectful.
was going to keep saying it, but I'm explaining to
Oh,
you.
okay. That's what.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
but I'm
Now,
explaining to
okay.
you why it was said and stuff
Okay,
like
so we
that or
can move on
whatever.
then. I didn't
And
know that. Okay, I didn't know that part. So okay, all right.
yeah, but my thing was you're putting forth effort, and that person does not even put forth effort. That person does not
Yeah,
want to
absolutely.
be
But
anywhere in
nobody's
near her
relationship
son.
though. But I don't think I'm light enough for her because she really thinks we're the same complexion. She really treats people that are your complexion, and even with you, I have never done the things like even when I have never had that same response to her because I know she's traumatized. But you go at the juggler and she would accept it, and it's just not her. It's just like a bunch of people on here. That's why I said I feel like it's a
What you
bunch of
mean? Go with the jugular.
well, when she would piss you off. But then, like I said, that in the beginning, that's the way it seemed. But then I noticed that she would do like small things to you behind the scenes. That's what made you go online and like spaz out and stuff. But in the beginning, that's not how I was seeing it.
Yeah.
But even
Well,
now,
that's
to this
usually well, the
good.
person that, and I read this comment underneath a post because I was watching some type of psychology thing or whatever, and they said that the one that's acting crazy is actually the victim. It's the one that's the silent one is the one that's actually the villain, the one that's actually doing the stuff or whatever. But she wants to keep up this persona. At that time she was keeping up a persona like, oh well, I didn't do anything, and oh my gosh, Heat, what are you doing? And then, but when you behind the scenes and you're talking crazy to me, and then you will like literally like this girl will talk crazy and she'll just do like some evil stuff, and then she'll go live and she'll say the complete opposite. I love Heidi, and Heidi's this and Heidi's that and all this other stuff or whatever, but you just disrespected me behind the scenes, and then you blocked me, and then when the live is over she unblocks me, and it was like a weird thing that she was doing and stuff, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? So yes, like, no, you don't ever have to worry about me ever like dealing with that person ever again, because everybody's always asking me like, why would you even mess with her? Like, you look a lot, you look good, and why would you even deal with her or whatever? Like, what did you see in her? People that I communicate with behind the scenes asked me, they said, Ness is so unattractive. What did you
Yeah,
see
they
in
didn't say
her?
that in the B sector to you.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So, I was the upgrade. She was not the upgrade. So I was not went gaining anything in that situation. So I don't give a fuck about her going to no fucking Washington. I didn't give a shit about Demon Soul trying to going to I didn't give who the fuck cares about Washington. You might as well say you're going to Virginia or going to Maryland. Who the fuck
Oh,
cares about those
Ohio for
places?
shit.
Nobody's. I mean, there's not enough sunlight. I don't go to dreary, dark, and depressing places. I don't do that. I go to places where there's sunlight and usually where there's palm trees, which is why, I mean, because that's what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying?
And I always thought staycation was personal, but then again, I live in New York City, but
Yeah.
and
And it's that's why it's necessary for you to travel. However that travel is, you can get on a train. You need to travel. You want to see other environments because every state is nothing like New York. And I'm
right.
telling you that because I used to live in New York.
No, I
Nothing is
do
like New
travel
York.
though. I travel more than her, but I just travel with my child. So I just go to child friendly places and states. That's my dilemma. I'm not trying to, do all these meet and greets instead of with my son, because that's the issue for me. You doing meet and greets with everybody but your child, but you so concerned about mine, and all we doing is traveling all summer, bitch. I don't know.
You don't want to look back and say, well, I never did this or whatever. I was
Right.
too afraid to do this. It's about every it should be about conquering whatever fears you have, like, oh, I don't want to get on a plane. You need to get on a plane
Oh
because
no, no, no.
you're gonna get used to, you're not gonna be scary once you've done it. You think it's scary, it's not. You're not even gonna feel anything. You're not even gonna know you're on a plane. You know
No,
what I'm
I'm not
saying?
saying that you can feel it, but I'm just saying I just feel like there's no way to survive a plane crash. If you don't die from the fall, you're gonna die from the impact. Either way, you're
Well,
gonna
the
die.
probability is higher, you being in a car than
Yeah, that's what
in
they like to
crashing.
say, but I've been doing good so far.
Yeah, planes, they literally like have a whole team making sure like everything is
But you
where
know
it
what?
needs to
I
be.
think it's because with the places I really want to go, I don't really need a plane to. I mean, I did want to go to London, but now since that whole thing came out about them all that shit being made in China and stuff like that, and they just putting a stamp on it. Because I wanted to go to like the London and Paris to shop, but for the most part, I wanted to go to Jamaica and I can go on a cruise there. Not a problem.
You want to make sure, but how are you going to get to, well, how are you going to be able to go to a cruise to Jamaica from New York?
Well, they do got cruise ship going on, but even if not, I could always travel to like some other place that do got cruise ship going to Jamaica. I can
How are
get there
you
by
going to
a
get there?
train, or bus.
Okay. So, well, but at some point in time, you want to be able to have that leverage where you overcome that fear. It's always scary the first time, and then when you actually get you start noticing there's nothing to be afraid of. You don't ever want to look back and you're in your old age and you're not able to move like you used to move, and you look back and you're like, I can't do anything anymore. I wish I did that. You need to be able to have that experience. You need
Right.
to
So
be,
I never
yeah.
cared about getting on the plane. I
Don't
really
ever
didn't.
hold yourself back because I mean, you could be out here. I could be taking you out, going out here. You could be coming out here and stuff like that or whatever. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's things that you're missing out on. When you limit yourself and you don't conquer that, all you got to do is get on that plane, book you a flight, and then you're going to be like, oh my gosh. And before you know it, you're going to be in the next state. You're going to be too busy watching TV, listening to music. You're not even going to know you're on a plane, probably sleep. And you get to drink. You know what I'm saying? There's
Oh
so
yeah,
many
but not
things.
too much because I watch the airplane thing and the way they be kicking people off those goddamn planes. That's like a whole nother. That's like another police type thing. But no, to be honest, I never wanted to get on the plane, so I don't think I would miss on it because I never cared to get on one. I didn't care.
But you can't limit yourself to New York. You
I'm
can't
not.
limit
I
yourself to
travel. I just went to
Jersey.
Rock Playland. I go to like outside. I went to down south before. When I went to Alabama, I went to the Atlanta airport. I do want to go to Atlanta, but I don't need a plane for that. I reckon I can get there quicker from in the plane.
Yeah, you
But
could take a yeah, I mean, but you're talking about from there, from what, New York to Atlanta, that's probably like a 3.5 hour flight, I'm sure. There's like a three and
but
a half
that's the same
hour.
amount for the train. It's like a 4 hour train ride. So it's the flight is the same difference, I guess.
Um, I don't know. I don't think that a train ride would be 4 hours. or
Oh,
four
you know
hours
what?
from
I was
New York.
coming from Alabama when we went to I forgot. But anyway, I know
It's probably a
I
lot
went to
longer than that.
Atlanta and we stopped at the airport because Nala Daddy was trying to get back to work and my cousin was his work. But when we finally got to leave, we stopped in Atlanta airport. But they didn't have any flights going to New York City. So the next flight, I think, like when we got back to her town, he had to take a Uber from where she was at down
You
south
don't want to
to.
be you don't want to be a person like Pizarro who's trying to come at me and never ever been on a plane. That is not boss behavior. A boss is not is going to conquer their fears. Whether you want to do it or not, you don't never want to limit yourself. It might be a day where you have to get up out of here and you might need to get on a plane and shit like that. Don't ever hinder yourself. Do it. Whether you want to do it or not. That's how a boss operates. Pizarro is a scary, and she makes excuses not because you have the money to get on a plane. A plane ain't nothing but I mean, they start at $100 depending on
Right.
what flights. I mean, whatever you
No,
want to
Nala
go,
Daddy was
whatever.
willing to pay for
But
he wanted me to leave that day and I said no, he was gonna pay the plane
but you
ticket.
But you got Pizarro on here who's never left the state of Florida, has never been on a plane, talking about somebody who traveled to her state and lived better in her state than she's living. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't it's like I'm at a point where I don't take these people seriously. People who's never been on planes. I've been on planes ever since I was like a little kid and stuff like that. You know, when I was in like in elementary
And
school,
my
probably
kids
even
been on
older than that.
planes. That's the thing. At least I didn't like. I didn't put that on my kids. Oh, with exception of Nyla, my older kids been on planes. Like they both went to Disney World with their dad's side of the family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I
but
didn't
you
stop
don't
them.
want to
Even though I didn't
live.
like it, I didn't stop them. I didn't like it though. You know, they
Yeah,
did come back.
but you need to do that. You need to have those experiences because I have experiences of living here, living there, and this and that or whatever. You want to have the experience to say that I did all this stuff. You don't want to have the experience of, oh, every day I wake up, I'm in New York. I mean, why not have the experience of I'm under some palm trees, I'm in near the ocean, I'm on the beach. You need to have those type of like experiences wherever it
Yeah,
is
I
that you
really
want to
do. That's
go.
how I want to go on a cruise so bad. I'm gonna start with a cruise. And because people, because I used to take like they got those boat rides they got going around Manhattan. So I said that because people say, "Oh, it's different when you're on a cruise because the turbulence is different in the water and shit."
You're
So
not
I want to
gonna, if
start.
you're going to the south, you're probably not even gonna have any turbulence when you start move like especially that from New York to. There's not gonna be any turbulence. Like just go, get
No,
on
no, that's
something.
what I'm trying to tell you. They said that I don't know nothing about a cruise because I just took it around Manhattan. But they said when you get on the actual cruise ship, it's different. So I said I'm gonna start out with the cruise ship. But like I told you, I had got because they got like these things. We was in Jersey. It's like it's called flight stimulation where you put on like this bodysuit and they charge you like $200 and you be in the air for like 60 seconds. You just put on this suit. There's like a weight requirement which I qualify for, but I did chicken out. Like I didn't even like I don't like heights in general. I don't like heights. So
A
yeah.
lot of people don't, but guess what? That's one of the experiences that everybody's not gonna like. You're not gonna like it, but you have to conquer it. You have to conquer it. You know what I'm saying? Even when I was the first time, like I remember getting on a plane or whatever when I was in like elementary school. Like what was I like 5, 6 years old? I mean, I didn't like
Oh
it or
hell
whatever at
no.
first. I didn't know nothing about it, but guess what? I started getting used to it and I started getting used to getting on planes all the time. It was simple, it was easy, and then before you know it, I was already in the next state. There was nothing to be afraid of. You know what I'm saying? You
Well, I
can't go
definitely
through
won't
life
allow
being
my kids to get
afraid
on planes
because
that
you
young.
can't go through life being afraid because you're going to turn around and you're going to be 70, 80 years old and you're going to not experience anything. You're going to have nothing to look back on.
Well,
You're
why
not
you
going to be
keep
able to
saying
say.
I left New York before? I just never left on a plane. That's it. But I have left New
But
York.
but it's a part of the luxury experience. You said you're royalty, you're a queen, you're queen uppity. You have to
Right.
move like royalty. Royalty
Because
is
I was
not
there on the
scary.
plane.
Yes, it's a part of a human experience. Going on planes, being on different modes of transportation, experiencing different things like that. getting out of a not being in a car all the time, actually traveling through the air and things like that. That's something that you can actually
I think
brag
you
about.
really enjoy plane rides. That's like you get like you
No,
enjoy
it's
it.
not. No, but I like to get. I don't got time. Like we used to do like road trips and stuff growing up and stuff. We used to do road trips too, but we did most of the time. Like if we were going like to New York, of course we would fly. But if it was someplace like close and things like that, we would do road trips. I'm the type of person I just like to get there. I don't got time to be in the car. I don't got time for all that. I just like to get there. Even when
But that's
I
when
don't.
you really building your family time, bonding times, and you get to know each other. Because when you're
It's
in a
boring
house,
though.
well, it depends. Like it depends on what you got going on. Like I think it's different. Like I like the time. Like pretty soon coming up, my daughter's really trying to push for this Sunday. I don't know why, but like I got a event coming up with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Where we're gonna have to travel not too far in New York City. We're gonna have to travel, but that give us time to talk with each other, get to know each other,
But what you
like
need to understand
recalibrate this
about
up.
New York City. New York City's always gonna be there. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
we're
You're
not
not
gonna
gonna.
be in New York. We're traveling out New York to go to her.
I know you're not gonna be in New York. But what I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you is New York City's always gonna be there. You don't have to be afraid to go other places. It's not going anywhere. You, however, you're getting older every single day. No disrespect.
Right.
We all are. So
Yeah.
you have to at some point in time, like I said, when you get older, you're going to want to say, I did these things. I conquered that. You don't want to look back and say, I was too scary to do this. I was too scary to hop on a plane.
Well, you know what? I might my first flight, if I ever travel, it might be to Rochester. I think it's like 30 minutes. Because my first plane ride would have to be very short if I ever was to try it. But like I said, I'm just not into heights, and I just don't see a purpose
Um,
for it. I
Let me
don't.
see. What would be like a, but even if you went to like,
If
even
I go to
going to,
Rochester, that's 30 minutes on the plane versus the 8 hours I would have to spend like on the bus or the train. I think it's like six.
no, get
I
out of
think
New
by
York.
cars or well, that's
No.
upstate New York. I'm just saying this an
Right,
experience.
I know, but no, you have to get out. It's an experience when you get out of the state. Get out of the state.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well, for
saying?
a plane, oh yeah, okay, yeah,
Like
I see what you're saying.
we're, you have to. I mean, if you want people to like you, say that you are that girl, and you are that girl. You have to do those type of things and stuff like that or whatever. Like you need to be catching flights. Like there's nothing for you to be afraid of. Like I said, it's more probable and more likely for you to get into an accident in a car than it is for you to get in an accident on a aircraft. The chances are way higher in a car, because that's an everyday I mean, for some people it's an everyday occurrence. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a higher probability. You're dealing with so many people, especially in New York. You know what I'm saying? You're in the air by yourself. Like there's nothing, I mean, nothing. Well, there's nothing up there and stuff like that or whatever, as far as like nothing up there that's going to be getting in the way or anything like that or whatever. So you're just going to be flying to your destination, and you're just going to be fine. I mean, there's nothing to worry about. But don't be a bum like Pizarro. Don't be a bum like Pizarro and never experience anything. Meanwhile, she's telling
And if I
chat rep
do
that
fly, it
well
would
wait,
definitely have to be
meanwhile,
first
meanwhile
class.
she's telling chat rep that she needs to have 5-star dinners. She needs to have
Uh,
5-star dinners. Meanwhile, Pizarro has never been on a plane. That's loser shit. You need to go on a plane. You need to be on a plane. Any adult that says they never experienced a plane ride is I'm like, what type of background do you come from? Because
and hey, lovely, I'm sorry.
I
Hold on a
come
second,
from that.
D. Hey, lovely love. I'm sorry. I just heard about your thing. I wish you all the best health. And you don't be over here arguing with nobody. Focus on yourself, lady. With that, lady. But
So
no, I get what you're saying.
I
But
asked
what I was
myself with
saying,
Pizarro, I was like, well, how are you so how are you talking about people and you never left your state? You
y'all
never been
beefing now?
anywhere. No, but what she said about chat rep and stuff, and she tried, like when I was responding to her or whatever, and she was talking about, oh, you took Ness to A 5-star hotel. Where? I mean, well, I stay in 5-star hotels. I don't know about what
No,
hotels you stay.
I think he was really pushing for it because that's what Ghetto told me. He was like uppity. I'm
But I
trying to
wasn't
take you
hating
to.
on chat rep. I wasn't even what I
Of
but
course, you wasn't. Nobody
but
wasn't hating.
her comprehension was off, because what I was trying to say was that you want all this stuff for chat rep. Y'all girls want all this stuff for chat rep, and y'all not getting that in y'all real lives. Y'all more concerned with what chat rep is getting or whatever, or what she's getting from a 5-star rep. Y'all more concerned about chat rep having the 5-star experience, and you don't have the 5-star experience. No, your dude ain't doing nothing for you, Pizarro. Your dude ain't doing nothing for you. He ain't taking you to anything. He's not doing anything. And you're over here trying to drag what I did for somebody that I was actually dealing with. Ghetto's not with chat rep. Ghetto's not obligated to do anything. In reality, he's not obligated because that's not his woman. You know what I'm saying? But how are you dragging me when I actually executed and I actually did what I said I was going to do? A lot of these, I ain't gonna go there.
Yeah,
But I'm
that
just
money, like, that's what you do. You do petty
she
stuff
couldn't
with
afford.
that.
I afforded something that she couldn't. I afforded something that she couldn't afford in her own state, and she's thinking that she can ever like drag me. How the fuck can you drag me when you was bitching and crying to Lovely Love because she didn't give you $50, and you're talking to me about what I'm doing with my money and shit like that. You don't even have any money. I would never cry over $50. That's your life. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you know she's struggling. That's why her rules and everything like that. People are, we're talking about how her rules on her channel was changing and shit, because people ain't really sending money like that. The money ain't hitting no more, and clearly she needs every penny that she can get. If you say that Cole is giving her lunchbox money, then that might be
That's
true
what
and
he
stuff
said.
like
That's not
that.
what I said. That's what he said.
But I knew she was struggling when she got mad at Lovely Love for giving Lemon $100 and she got $50. She got mad about 50 an additional $50. She's struggling. And her man ain't lifting a finger to help. And I'm like, how you gonna drag me for taking somebody to a 5-star hotel and shit like that? Have you and I asked her, and this is what she blocked me out the chat, of course, when you have a rebuttal, because you're just supposed to take what she's saying to you or whatever. But I said, well, can you tell me any 5-star thing you've ever done?
But
And
he, you're not
also,
listening. Hold on, Heidi. I'm trying to tell you. Ghetto wanted to meet with me because the minute I came in the chat, she kept saying I missed out. But clearly, as she could see, I didn't miss out on shit. But Ghetto promised to take me to a 5-star restaurant. He just used chat rap for a ride. Clearly, chat rap needs to stop trying to chase behind me. But yeah,
I will feel really bad if Ghetto said that Chat Rep stunk. I don't want that narrative to be out that Chat Rep has an odor, because Sassy never said that
I
Chat Rep
believe
had
it.
an odor.
But that was a planned visit. That was last minute. You know what I'm
We
saying?
are
She just.
gonna we are gonna pretend that Chat Rep smells like fresh fresh winter breeze or something like that. I don't know, some type of breeze. Not summer breeze. Summer breeze is in the chat. I'm
I would
talking
love to,
about,
but I've seen her during the cooking challenges.
we need to confirm the stench. Confirm the
Yeah,
stench.
that's why I was trying to catch Ghetto on the leak, but I couldn't do it.
Cause it's like, why y'all gossiping about that? Men don't do that. Like what type of shit is this? Why y'all
Ghetto. Oh my
why
God,
y'all
Ghetto is
I
messy. He
mean,
would.
like you want to talk bad about her and stuff like that. He really wanted
She
to
wanted to talk bad about my 5-year-old, 6-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like she had no problem coming at Nyla. So I'm gonna talk about. But unlike her, I'm not lying. That's what the nigga said.
he really wanted to treat Lemon to that dinner. He wanted to treat Lemon to that dinner. Cause Lemon was even feeling some type of way. He was feeling
Lemon was
Lemon.
only mad about me. Let me. That's when Let me try to curse me out. He was like, "Oh, uppity, you think you know? I don't think I know. I know I am that girl." So, like I told Ghetto, we would not be meeting up if he.
Lemon
Okay,
and
no, you
Ghetto
got it.
have Lemon and Ghetto be flirting on panels. They sing to each
No,
other.
but he told the Ghetto crazy, and Ghetto be having no smoke.
Yeah, he talks to a
It's
lot of
weird to
gay
me.
men crazy. He talks to Shakim crazy, and look, he had his balls on Shakim's
No,
back.
he don't treat Shakim like he treat Ghetto. Like he really like okay, I'm dropping the love. He really talk like Shakim would hit his back chat and he gave him $100. And then he cursed Ghetto out because Ghetto's forfeited his judge.
That's their foreplay. Okay, it's not like that situation where they're gonna be
What you mean?
lovey-dovey and
Hold
not
on, you
do.
gotta explain it to us, Edie. You be jumping around. You gotta tell us
Well, we
what's this foreplay.
the whole them go like the whole when he be cussing out these gay men and stuff, and then when he be like on platforms, he be look at like when you be on Lemon's channel, Lemon all anytime Ghetto is on the camera, or Ghetto be like little. Do you notice that when Lemon's on the platform where he knows Lemon's in the chat, Ghetto will come on the live and he'll be like he'll like dance in front of the live, and you think he's doing that for the women? He's
Yeah, and
he's
Ghetto
doing
will.
that.
Hold on, he blocked me in the
Women,
chat.
Ghetto likes a good dress. Ghetto likes a nice dress. We have that. We have
Yes,
that.
like
He
that
likes a
footage.
nice dress, and he likes a nice wig. He likes a nice wig. He likes nice lipstick. That's what
Hold
Ghetto
on.
likes, and that's
Hey,
the
let know.
It's me, girl. You better put a banner up. These
Yeah, I
people
was gonna
coming
put
to.
one after, but I had my finger on your thing in case you tried it.
Hey,
But it was
me.
real.
Hey, boo.
hey, what's up?
How you
But
doing, Lady
no,
Love?
wait. Why you keep calling me Lady Love? My name is
I
Lovely
said
Love.
you're not about to do this. Go ahead, Lady Love.
Okay.
I said,
So I was over there at Lemon kicking it up, right? So
yeah.
somebody paid for me to
Wait,
get down.
love before you say anything. Uppity, come back and come back in, cause you're it's
Oh,
popping.
I need to.
Okay,
No,
I
no,
mean, go ahead,
uppity.
guys.
Wait, let me see.
Wait a minute. Is it me?
Oh, wait, yeah.
It's
Wait,
me.
let me get you. Drop down,
Okay.
come back.
For
It's
me?
popping. Yeah, it's popping.
Okay. I'll drop down and come back.
All
Okay,
right.
come back later. Yeah, she dropped pieces
Okay.
down today. She was pissed about that shit.
Right.
And she was and speaking of money, because well, like I said, I was in the clouds getting ready for my live, but I thought I heard somebody read a comment saying Pizza got paid. I think it was Queen Tricia that said she got paid not to come back up, but she did want to come back up. So I don't know.
Who got paid not to come back up?
That's what somebody was saying. Somebody was saying Pizza got paid. I don't know if it was her though, because she wanted to come back up. You back?
Okay.
Okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. What I wanted to tell you though, thank you, Miss Heat and
Uh-huh.
Uppity. Hold up. So somebody dropped me on Limit, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm just sitting there listening, laying in the bed, I'm chilling. And I got tired of Pizarro. I said, anybody ever dropped her? I send Limit $10, right?
Uh-huh.
And it took him so long. When I sent him the $10, right? He said it took him 30 minutes. I think it took like 20 minutes or something like that. He was like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom or I need to go somewhere. But he fell off because he didn't know what the fuck to do with it. I said $10 to drop Pizarro. That's
You know
what I
she been
did.
in reality. She found the amount. He dropped her for
Wait a minute,
$10.
wait a minute. Wait a minute, Uppity, wait a minute. So after 10, 15 minutes, I said, I want my money back. Because I paid you to drop Pizarro, and I meant that. Girl, he came back and dropped that ass. She was so motherfucking pissed. Don't play with my goddamn money now. Look, it's only $10, but $10 can buy you a meal. So he dropped her so quick. Pizarro been pissed all night. So I went over there to ODS, right? I went over there. I couldn't get his link to save my life because ODS know his ass is shady as a fuck. So I was like, drop the link over there. I said, dang, I think I'm blocked. Why they block me? I ain't even do nothing. I did not do anything. And you know what? They could keep it. I don't give a fuck. Because you know what? he been shady towards me. He was like, I don't want to talk about her because she's sick. Bitch, when you were sick, I was talking about your depressed motherfucking ass. So what? Who the fuck is you that this week? Oh, but you just gonna eliminate me. I said, oh, okay. See, they don't like people to be on their own. They want you to be in their crew. I ain't with nobody goddamn crew. I am the motherfucking crew. Cause I cuss any goddamn body out. You think I'm lying? That's why We Love numbers don't go up, because I don't kiss ass. That's why we having a hard time, uppity. Because you got to kiss ass to get, and you know what? ODS and kiss ass, fuck ass, and suck HIV dick. I mean, it's a lot. It's, I ain't mean to say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, ODS got the. I mean, he gets his numbers because of the people he surrounded himself with or whatever. But
Yes,
I remember when he got mad at you
And
because.
redirect.
oh yeah, they do that.
Before it was before redirects existed. ODS
Right.
never was not getting good numbers, and if I have to say something to your people, to his people, of like why they ain't sharing him out, that's a problem. And then they started like sharing him out. They started being on his panels and stuff like that. But I remember when ODS was having something happened. Oh, there was a wet t-shirt contest and ODS wanted Lovely Love to be over on his channel, and he put her name in the title and everything, and Lovely Love went straight to Nessa's channel and on ODS. Like, he, he was
I
crazy.
remember that. But can you
And
tell me what happened?
I was
Because I don't
roasting
watch
him.
What happened with reading a
Yeah, because he
stuff?
wanted them numbers. He wanted the Lovely Love to come on his platform. He put her name in the title and everything.
Yeah, I don't remember that, y'all. I don't
And the
remember
way
a
he
lot.
played with you today, you should not do that contest because he was kissing your ass for that salad contest. But you got to see how you felt at the end of the day. That
No,
hurt.
he said he a shady motherfucker. He was like, well, I don't think I'm gonna do it because I know Lovely, if she don't win, she's gonna act up. How the fuck you know what the fuck I'm gonna do, nigga? Wait a minute. I said, okay. So
You're not
this
good
how
because you know
all the
nobody
shit got
wasn't coming.
started. No, this how it already got started. And then Reed came in and swiped his ass up. So, yup, fuck you, nigga. It is what it is. And you know what? I was like, well, damn, I'm in the process of moving. I'm packed up, actually. And I was like, yeah, I do the salad because it's real easy and simple, right? So he never did put no money on it. He never did put no money on it. And he was like, okay. But then he talking shit like, I don't want to do it. Nigga, just say you ain't got the fucking money. Just say
That's
that
all
shit.
order support. Because right now he's dependent on Lemon to redirect. And Lemon to give a redirect, but he already got a pin on his supporters. They ain't about to pay nobody but Lemon.
I don't know. I be fucking with Lemon though. I be fucking with people though, like I really do. I'm not invested in YouTube like that.
They wouldn't
But
understand that's that Pisces shit.
I get my Kiki off of YouTube.
Mhm.
But I have the people that I really do engage with a little bit, So that's how that go with me. But I would cuss anybody out because I'm not loyal to no motherfucker on YouTube. Why would I be
Are
loyal to
you
somebody on
Gotta be
YouTube
Team You.
and you ain't in my damn life? Why?
ever gonna give for Pizarro that $50 that she's desperate for?
I gave that bitch that $50. Least I could say least
Yeah,
women.
another
I gave
50.
the what?
She won another 50 because you gave Lemon 100, right?
Girl, she could kiss my motherfucking ass. You got me fucked up. Bitch, I gave you the 50 and you still didn't give me to a goddamn 1,000. You know who gave me to 1,000? That motherfucking Jay Wilson. Sure did. He did it in motherfucking 30 minutes. Not even 30 minutes. I got to my 1,000 that goddamn quick. But I gave Lemon $100. At least Lemon gave me some of it back. Now he did do that.
Not
Not
some of
this,
it. How much did he?
not this dusty ass bitch. She study talking about, oh, you gave them men this and that. Bitch, I remember you couldn't even have men's on your panel, hoe. Shut the fuck up. The fuck up out of here, you dusty ass motherfucking bitch. That bitch
Well,
don't know how
Mister.
to work. That bitch ain't got no motherfucking kids. She ain't got no goddamn husband. Because you know what? I have a husband. I gotta get up. I gotta cook. I gotta keep my ass clean, keep the house clean. I gotta do all this shit, and bitch, I can't be online all motherfucking day. This bitch, when I go and look at replays, I'll see her in the chat. She every motherfucker where I'm like, girl, where they do that at? I done raised 3 goddamn kids, successful, thank God. But yeah, and they look out for their mama though. Let me put that in there.
Do you notice that Pizarro's living
You're not like Lolo.
situation? Well, Pizarro
Oh,
likes Pizarro. I don't think that Mr. Intel is pulling his weight, and I think he wants. I think that she wants the one women to pick up the slack in the beef sector.
I never thought about that.
He's not pulling his weight. One second she says Mr. Intel has a really good job. The next second she says that Mr. Intel is a business owner, which we know
I
that's
think
bullshit.
Mr. Intel is her sister husband. She living her sister life. I mean,
Her
ain't
story
no
never
way
stays
in
the
hell.
same.
I mean, I'm coming from a woman that have raised kids and dealt with kids. Girl, ain't no way in hell I'll be on YouTube all motherfucking day in somebody else's business and ain't worrying about what my kid doing. And she got 4 girls. She said,
Yeah,
girls
she
are
says a
harder
lot.
than girls are harder than boys because you got to be on their ass. So, and I only got 1 girl. I got 2 boys.
Fact.
But
That's a fact.
yeah, you got to be on their ass and make sure because they can get touched and it's a lot of shit coming girls.
Right.
I'm like, how the hell this bitch on the line trying to tell another motherfucker what to do and how to do and fuck this shit and all that? How about what is you doing with your kids? You know what this dumb bitch said one day? He
What?
said, "Oh, Mr. Intel come home and he cook and he take care of the kids. But bitch, what you been doing all day? On fucking YouTube? What nigga, put in your brain, what man will have a bitch like that less than he fucked up too? I don't know. So you mean to tell me this nigga, remember she said he owned his own business, just like Brianna asked. She said,
Right, right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true.
So
I even said I
right,
can't
well,
I can't meet nobody like that. I
right,
ain't that
right.
lucky.
But so I'm putting the 2 and 2 together. I'm like, look at these hoes. So I play with them bitches. But Brianna said her guy owned a lawn service or whatever. But he right there on your side. In the summertime, bitch, there's no motherfucking way. Cause them motherfuckers be out there working.
Right.
They be out there working. So Pizarro said, oh, he own his own company and he got his own vehicle. Well, bitch, I see you ain't driving no vehicle. Remember she had that crash.
Yeah.
After that damn crash, we ain't heard shit from her driving.
And
She
see,
just
see
said,
that right there, she just got. I mean, she got in a crash. See, but she was trying to clown me because I got into a car accident or whatever, and I
oh,
got and I got a brand new car in the 2 weeks or whatever. I had to wait till the case closed out or whatever. But I didn't want to get a car until then. But I got a car as soon as I was able to get a car. Like as soon as that case was closed out, I had the money to get another car. She doesn't. She doesn't even have
Zara
$50.
still ain't drove yet. The bitch ain't got no license. That bitch ain't got no life. She get on here and belittle people because her ass is trifling. I'm like, who the fuck do that?
Right.
Oh, and I gotta ask you about this. That's I'm gonna ask this about earlier. Well,
Right.
how
But
you?
wait,
Because I know
weren't you
you
a
say
lovely love in
everybody.
the burger challenge?
Hold on.
Huh?
How you feel about the
Oh.
Roman news thing? I thought that was disgusting.
The
I know
Roman,
that.
what you mean, Roman Newsom?
They said that he was dragging you, telling you to dig a grave. He came
Yeah,
at you,
like
but I
why
felt like
y'all?
Oh, I didn't even hear that,
Olivia
girl.
deserved it. I felt
But
like
I was
what?
Olivia
over there on
deserved it.
Krista. I was over there on Krista. And he is a bobblehead motherfucker, but well, he said, what? Do I need
Why?
to make a
Why are
video or
y'all?
not?
Why were y'all beefing in the first place? Because he was on his platform and he had 3 women up: Miss Olivia, Lovely
The
Love,
Oracle.
yeah, Miss Olivia, a Lovely Love, and somebody else. And I was
It
like,
was
what did
Krista. It was me, Krista, and
DPW. Yeah, it was them
Olivia.
Krista?
three. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, what did Lovely Love? What happened? Like, what did you
That's what I
do?
didn't understand. Like, why you coming at love you love like that? That's sick.
What did you do?
Well, you know what? Cause they was calling him a bobblehead. He looked like a bobblehead any damn way. But he a slick talker motherfucker too. I've been listening for months. And
Mm.
because one time we had got into it, and I was like, dude, I ain't even into it with your ass. I really don't give a fuck. So when Olivia started going in and Crystal started going in, my bitch ass started going in too. So it is what it is. But what the fuck did he say so I can go in and make a video in the morning? Well, in a few hours. What did he say?
What did he say?
Just like he was attacking your sickness, talking about he told you to dig a grave. And then he was going at Olivia. He was going at like just BW. So
Oh,
I was
you know
confused
what?
about
You
that.
know what I said? I think I said that. I think I said, well, y'all know that his mother didn't raise him. And he had to sleep at his auntie or mama house or grandmama house or something. But that nigga don't even know his goddamn mama. So while he out here talking shit, no, because he was on Krista ass or whatever, talking about Krista for something that it didn't even need to be happening, but it did. And she was trying to be nice about it, and until she thought about it, she said, "Fuck this nigga," and that's what she's supposed to do because he came to
And don't he
her
got some
town.
Haitian flags on his wall? Is he Haitian? I just noticed that. He got hate flags on his wall.
He got what?
Some Haiti flags on his wall. So is he Haitian?
Hell no, that nigga is a straight up motherfucking nigga. That nigga, he went to college and he was a
Everybody goes to college. My son went to college.
alpha.
He went there.
No, he's a alpha. I can't quite remember, but he was in a sorority, but they didn't know that nigga was gay until he got out of there.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Cause he did go to college. Well, I don't know. I can't, confirm that he really did go to college. Cause anybody can say they went to college, but your gay ass, oh no. But I got nephews went to college and they gay, and they didn't know none about they was gay until after they got out of college. I mean, because you got to go through the hazing or
No, but he wasn't
whatever.
mentioning the college aspect. He was just mostly, I guess you must have said something about his mother because he kept referring back to his mother. saying like he's basically dragging Olivia and BBW for not being a mom, and then saying that you need to plan your
He got
funeral.
mommy issues. I mean,
Yeah, so
because
he
his
was mad
mother
about
didn't
that.
take care of him. No, his mother didn't take care of him. That's what the words came out of his mouth. That's how I know. He said his grandmother took care of him, or wait a minute, was it the grandmother? Somebody in his family. I think it was the grandmother though. But he was like his mama wasn't there. She just dropped him off and left him. So, and that's the words came out of his mouth. So I'm not lying about none of that. Ask him.
My bad, Lady Love. I'm back. But no, you're not lying. I do
Why you
remember.
keep
I
calling
did
me
know
Lady
that.
Love? I hate that because it
I
is a
said
lady
Lady
love.
Love. Why you want to argue with me all the time? I said
Cause
Lady
you
Love.
always
You don't
keep calling
understand what
me
I'm
Lady
saying.
Love.
I did not
It's
say that.
a
I'm gonna just say
person.
I'm just say because you don't
Yeah,
understand
just
what I'm
say
saying.
LL girl.
Yeah,
Cause
so
girl,
I
it
do
is a
call.
lady love out here.
I know that, and I don't even like her, so that's why I wouldn't call you her. But
Oh damn.
Well, Ness said that y'all have to bow down to her. You and Uppity need to bow. No, I'm just playing.
What?
that would happen. But no, he did say that about his mom. I do remember that conversation because we had that in common. But I'm not triggered by it. That's why when Nessa told me to call my mom, no, I don't want to call her. But can you call your mom? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I just think like he goes too far and his excuses, like you to me, like it's a respect boundaries. And I'm trying to see, and the reason why I asked is he Haitian because maybe that's why he can excuse Ness behavior. Because I don't know what type of situation they have with their mom. Because you see how Ness try to pretend her mom loves her, and she's alone every fucking holiday. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
if
she
they got a
is. And
Haitian
you know what?
mom, and he identifies it and agrees with that shit, maybe that's something. You know?
I don't know. When it comes to Ness, I'm gonna be real with you. I think Ness is a sweethearted person, but she just screwed up in a motherfucking head somewhere. And it comes from child. I ain't gonna say her mama is a bad parent or nothing like that. Ness then went through life. Uh,
Would you spit on your child?
hell no, girl.
Oh,
What?
okay.
I know. But Neston went through a lot of things, right? And then when you go through a lot of things as a childhood, that's why they send you to that Job Corps. Cause you know what? The court's gonna say, I can't do no more with this motherfucker. And yeah, go there. And that's when them badass kids go to Job Corps and hopefully help them come out straight, and do what they got to do. But Ness was stuck. She was stuck. She came out and told us, "Oh yeah, I'm a counselor." Where, bitch?
No, I know that's delusional. I won't say bad kids go to Job Corps. People take different options. Like not everybody is meant for college. Some people are meant for trades, and that's why I thought the Job Corps
No,
thing was a
but
good idea.
when they don't have nothing else to offer, send they ass to Job Corps. It's either Job Corps or go to the Army or the Navy or whatever.
I
I
see what you're
mean, you
saying. I
gotta,
see what you're saying. Yeah, I see
yeah,
what you're saying.
that part. So the mama sent her ass to Job Corps because she had to get her out of her goddamn house. She was like, I can't take this bitch no more. But see, with Job Corps, you couldn't smoke weed and none of none of that shit, right? So you have to get right, and Job Corps will pay you. They pay them when they go there. So they get paid, I think it's every week or every 2 weeks or something like that. They get paid to go there and they learn they learn a trade, and then they teach them how to, when they leave the program, to have your own home and all that. Evidently, her ass didn't understand the assignment. So she came back on YouTube. Okay. And then she turned around and went to a solemn or a church or any place that anybody's gonna
It
help
was a
her.
rehab. After her mother evicted her, she had to go to a rehab.
Okay, whatever that was. And I'm like, girl, after this time, but everybody is fucked up than her. And I'm like, girl, if you look at your goddamn past, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This motherfucker, she finally got an apartment efficiency. Okay. Finally, when you damn near 40 years old, but
That
she
part.
say, yeah, she say she 29. Okay. Okay, Ness, I'm gonna
Well,
give you 29.
remember, Lemon is what 31, and he's almost 40. He's almost 40. You know what I'm saying? He was
Is
born.
he? No, I thought he was 32.
Yeah, he lied. He lied about his age. Remember, he likes those young boys, so maybe that might be the reason he lied. But he
Um,
he is 30. He's gonna be 36 this year.
so all the garbage people met up together in Vegas. That was a trash. I was there, but I left. By the time they got there and got comfortable, I was leaving. Because I was there the whole week.
You
Because I was
know it was
doing.
an embarrassment, and like I said, I really think that
Oh, and I
Sean.
thank you. I thank you. I thank you, girl. I really do thank you.
Oh, no problem. But
Okay.
I think I really do think that Sean Bradley. I think that he wanted them. I think he wanted chaos. I don't think he wanted anything to do with meeting them because he was out there and he didn't want nothing to do with them with this and whatever.
No, he didn't want to do that. None of that. But King Roman did. And,
Yeah,
they did their thing or whatever. And now people coming out musty and stinking and there's no goddamn way I'm gonna let a motherfucker stay with me. No, I gotta have my own goddamn room. I don't get how she did that, but I gotta have my own room. If I ain't fucking you, I gotta have my own room. But I guess it's a group thing or whatever. But who took a shower, who didn't,
but if you
we don't
broke, you're
know.
not gonna turn down a free trip, and they wasn't gonna turn down a free trip, so they took whatever they could get.
Uh,
Just like that's why she's having her get together in Seattle. She can't afford to go nowhere else. So now, everybody's coming to her. So she can't, nobody can say,
Girl,
well,
that Seattle trip gonna be funny as fuck. I can't wait to see or hear.
The Miss Soul was supposed to go too, but they said she canceled. So
Cause you know what, Miss CO might get her ass whooped if she go up there. So I don't know. Cause she talked too much shit for me.
who you think
But
will put their hands on the Miss Soul?
huh?
I said, who do you think will put their hands on the Miss Soul?
Oh, it depends on who going. I don't know. I know if no, I ain't gonna go. I'm lying. Quit lying, cause I'm sick than a motherfucker. Cause I would put my hands on no person, but I ain't going to jail. I'm gonna say it like that. I'm gonna go to jail. But
Mm.
people better be careful what the hell they talking about, and then meeting up with people for you to say, "Oh, I met them," and this and that. Then to come back and y'all just talking shit about each other. I'm like, bitch, you could have told me that while I was here. What the fuck? Yeah.
Right. I think
Eh,
I think, what you say?
No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, cause you was saying something about the trip, or what was you saying?
About Seattle
Oh,
trip.
yeah, or what else? What was you saying? I didn't hear what you was about to say.
I don't know about because I don't watch Nest like that. I heard about it, and I say, yeah, I'll pop up. Damn well I ain't gonna pop up. But
Do you notice that we all used to be on that? Everybody used to be over on Ness's platform, and now ain't really nobody over there that's worth anything.
right, because Nest is a whole goddamn joke, and Nest actually could get her numbers if she pour her head out her motherfucking ass it's something wrong with that girl. I'm like, girl, you talking about people and you need to take care of your motherfucking family business first before you talk about any motherfucker on this goddamn application. I'm saying it. And
No,
that's
but
fucked up.
she's more concerned with she's gonna be going when they do the Seattle trip. She says that her priorities is not, of course, her priority is not her son. Her priorities is making sure that she takes them to her favorite weed spot out there. So her son,
You
just nothing, another
lying to
part.
me.
Yeah, when they go out there, she said she was gonna take whoever's going out there. She said she's taking them to her favorite weed spot. Meanwhile, she has a son that's over 2,000 miles away that she ain't even thinking about.
Cause I would use that. I mean, that's a game changer right there. I would use that, and my people love me, and they want to cash out me. They want to send you super chats and all that, and you get an accent check. I'll be making preparation. Okay, y'all, we gonna meet wherever her son is at. I don't know where he at. I ain't gonna say it. She should make preparations. Okay, we gonna come down so she can kill so many stones. Like it's just that's fucked up. Really fucked up.
Right. I mean, and then she lied about her father being a doctor and all this other stuff, and her mother literally lives in the hood. Her mother lives in the hood in Miami.
Exactly. She said her daddy was a doctor. She said, and they had a beautiful home. Bitch, we seen that goddamn home, bitch. That's a ghetto ass motherfucking place. So we already know that part. And she just continue on lying like she delusional. And then the mama look really nice though. Her mom do look really nice. She look better than this. But she'd be like, "Oh, my family, yeah, they don't fuck with you because evidently you're a crackhead or you trifling. It's something that's okay.
Right.
Let me tell you something about her son.
Okay.
Everybody keep talking about, oh, Ness don't have her son. Nope, Ness can't never get her son back because the system is gonna take her son, and her brother or somebody in the family had to adopt her son, so she'll never get him back. That's why she don't talk about it. Cause I went through the whole program with my motherfucking niece. Her baby left in the hospital. I did that. I had to go through all that shit, all through the system. And then when it was time to adopt, and it don't take that damn long. It don't take that damn long at all. It's like I think they give you like a year or a year and a half or something like that. If the mother don't do what they supposed to do or whatever, um yeah, you can adopt that kid. So her limitations is up. So while we keep talking about um Ness, go get your baby, she can't. She done lost all rights to her motherfucking baby. Hmm.
Mm.
Make it make sense to me because they need records and all this shit for the baby to go to school. So am I lying? Hell no. I know that system a little bit, and it goes
I
nationwide.
thank you guys for holding it down. I really
Oh, no
appreciate it.
problem. I like being the help.
Y'all know Nada just threw her Nintendo Switch out the window. My battery
What?
had died. Yeah, she's been throwing this thing all around. It's been so bad. She done broke her tablet. She put a whole TV, making her a trampoline. Like she was using
I
it.
don't know. I know you got an autistic kid. I've been a whooped her ass. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm that mother. Look, they'll be like, "Oh, you abuse kids?" Nah. I would have
Oh,
whooped her ass. Like, don't do that
the
shit.
And
We poor.
And she keeps showing me the window, but like, I start to run downstairs, but chances are it's already broken because
It's
it fell from
already
out the window, right?
broken. Why would you run
Yeah, so
outside?
it don't make no sense. Yeah, and then on top of like she broke her tablet, and then she broke the TV. She used the trampoline to bust a middle hole in the middle of the TV. This is like
You
the
know
100
what?
TV
I'm gonna
in the
tell
house.
you what to do.
So she ain't
Everything
gonna have
she
nothing to
break,
watch. She done broke
uh-uh,
literally everything.
right. I wouldn't give her nothing else and let her go 2 weeks with nothing. She gonna
Yeah,
appreciate it because if you keep
yeah,
replacing it, she gonna keep tearing it up.
right. You're right.
You you gotta think. Just
And
think,
she's
cause
sitting
see,
there quiet
me,
now because
I
like
would have
no,
kicked her
she
ass. I ain't gonna even lie. I would have kicked their ass for real.
yeah, like this is crazy. She keep wasting money like crazy, and now I'm mad because I bought her that
Cause
Nintendo
she
Switch.
don't know
I didn't
nothing
really give a
about
fuck about the
money.
tablet or the TV because I ain't pay that shit.
She don't know nothing about that. She not grown. She a kid.
I know that's what I'm saying, but she knows she wanted something to watch, and I took the tablet like
Well,
when
you
like
know
I wouldn't
what?
even.
She figure like, I'm gonna tell you how she thinking. Want me go on my mental stage? She thinking, you want me go on my mental stage? She thinking like, oh, I can't get it to work where I want to work. I'm gonna throw it out the window. Then I'm gonna get a new one, and then it's gonna work right.
Right.
Well,
Nah.
yeah. When I tear something up, it's gonna take me a long time to get it. I'm not gonna tear this up. You see how you reverse that?
Right.
Real easy. But girl,
She'll be alright though. But she certainly
girl,
ain't
I
about.
got
She's
I
not
got
about to get
kids and
shit.
grandbabies. I got kids. Well, I raise kids and I have grandbabies, and they be pulling some bullshit. My grandbabies do.
Yeah, I done
And
called so many times trying to throw something, but that's why I told them to fix the screen, and they refuse to do it. Like they one thing at a time. Like I've been telling you, like this wouldn't even happen if they fix the screen. I should sue their ass for that shit. But yeah, I'm sick of Nyla and like I'm not replacing anymore. Like I was already sick of
no,
throwing
you
things.
could
You know what I'm saying? Hold
replace
on.
it, but you could replace it, but give her
No,
time
you
to
can't.
think about
Hold
it.
on. Sorry. Hold on.
I'm saying
PD,
give
come
her a
back. I was trying to
give
come back. I was trying to put you up. My phone acting crazy.
oh, but give her a chance to miss it before you replace it, if that
Uh,
makes sense.
Oh, she gonna get plenty of answers now because I'm not gonna cut into money that I had saved for us to do things over the summer for things that I already bought. You know what I'm saying? So even
Yeah, but
when
then
her daddy buy a tablet,
you tell her now we can't do anything. Now it's gonna be you and her, and she don't want to be
right?
around you.
I don't
What
say
kid
that she
want to
do.
be around their damn mother? I know I didn't.
Oh yeah,
I'm just
she does like her personal space. No, but she do like her personal space to play her little games and toys and stuff like that.
but if she keep
If you
tearing
need
them
to,
up,
I'll drop it
she's
in the
not
chat.
gonna have. Listen, if she keep tearing them up, she's not gonna have them. So excuse me. So excuse me, I'm trying to talk. Okay, let me get myself together. So what is she gonna do? Now, when you wait that week or two or whatever you want to do, and then she gonna realize, well, I need to keep this because you know what? Nyla's not dumb at all. She's smarter than you. And that's why she does what she does. Because she knows she do this, you gonna do that. That's all I wanted to say. And you gotta work with them. Like, I mean, you break in and we keep replacing, she gonna keep on doing it. No, you break it, you gonna miss it for at least 2 weeks. I say 2 weeks. Oh, she left me up here by myself. But at least 2 weeks. Yeah, and then she'll think about it like, ooh, I'm keeping this one this time. I'm keeping this one. I'm about to drop down, girl. It is what it is. They just, ooh. Nala, where you at, girl? I need help. I need help, Nyla. Where you at? Oh, Lord. They both love me. Heat and uppity. Why y'all leave me? Okay, what do I need to talk about? What time is 2 o'clock? Hold up. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I had to make sure. Hubby gotta go to work. Why y'all? I'm putting them down. I'm not doing this one.
Back. Sorry, guys. I didn't know she had dropped up the link. So I'm gonna end this live because my phone keeps dying on me. I gotta she do my goddamn fast charge out the window too. That's why I was trying to tell them to fix the goddamn thing, but whatever. Now she asked me about a TV. She's being weird, but she's definitely not to have no electronics for a while because this is ridiculous. But I'll see you guys around the YouTube streets. Mwah, chef kisses. I'm about to go to bed because I'm sick of this. Later, we try to play an outro. Hopefully it don't cut off. Cute outro real quick.
I believe whatever I come up with in my head, because why would I lie to me?